What is good in the hood? Welcome to day 28. Are we on 28? We're on 20 HA. That's the 28, the deuce 8. Day 28, and we're well into baking week to wrap things up on our 31-day adventure. And today we prepped a bit for Bavarian donuts, and hopefully that prep is about to pay off. We have some Bavarian cream-filled donuts that we're making today. We're going to be deep frying, or rather frying in a large, heavy bottom. Stop! Would you stop throwing screwdrivers around, child?
Where should I put these?
Right here. Tools. Pow. Right in the kisser. Excellent. And our drink for the evening is going to be the Cosmopolitan. And I think we're going to start with those. So I just took out, or not just, we've been taking out we took out our dough a little bit earlier, hoping to get it back to room temp. That's our donut dough. We also just took out our Bavarian cream, our custard. So we got both of those ready to go. And I don't know how long the donuts are supposed to take, but it's supposed to make about 20 of them. And then we're going to do maybe some donut holes with the leftover dough. But that's going to be the main thing going on today. If we have downtime, we might prep a salsa for, what day is it today? Today's Monday. So tomorrow is the char siu bao, and Wednesday, I think we're going to end up doing empanadas. So we're going to do some empanadas, and I might make some salsa for that if we got some downtime. So put all that aside, and let's dive into some Cosmos. So the Cosmo. The main thing in a really good Cosmo is apparently citron vodka. We don't have citron vodka. It says do not substitute, and we're totally substituting. So, what's up, Alex? Alex says, hey, dude, what up, A-Town? Hopefully this morning is better than yesterday morning for you. But we're going to dive into some Cosmos. So, we're going to see how this goes. And our Cosmo is going to be 2.5 ounces of the kettle vodka, kapow, a ounce of the Cointreau, an ounce of your favorite cranberry juice, 100% juice, unsweetened. We're going to squeeze some limes, and we're going to use 1/2 ounce of lime juice, and then we're going to garnish with a little strip o orange. What am I looking for? I need a cutting board. Let's get to work on our lime juice. Along with our cutting board, we're going to get a knife. We're going to get a liquid measuring cup. And we're going to get our handy dandy fancy lime and lemon squeezer. I forgot my knife. Right. Gotta get that knife. All right. Here we go. Alex up in the UK. Hopefully you're seeing the future, being a day ahead of me and all. Hopefully tomorrow is a good day. Hoping tomorrow is a good day. It better be a good day. We need a good day up in here. All right. So we are squeezing some limeys. Getting that fresh juice. So good. Smiley, welcome. Tomorrow is good. Man, that is so great to hear. I can't wait for the good that tomorrow brings. Monday at my place is, or rather Tuesday morning, so Monday night is garbage pickup night. And I don't know what it is, but in the winter, if it's gonna snow, it always snows on garbage pickup day. So we'll see if it's supposed to get pretty cold tonight, and we'll see if the cold brings any snowflakes. Any snowflakes. All right. We got our lime juice. Joe's doing good, but I've got to get to work cleaning sick of the pram. Alex, I tried Juma yesterday. That's what it's called. The steroids they gave him at the hospital made him vomit. Oh, man. Brutal. Brutal. Good to hear that Joe's good, though. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. All right. Love it. You'll have to explain to me what the Juma is. I don't know what Juma is. All right. Okay, so we're going to start measuring. We're going to start measuring some stuff. Let me double check. I think we need 2.5 ounces. 2.5 ounces of the good stuff. That's going to be a 1.5er. Followed by a 1-ski. And we need an ounce of Cointreau. Jurl. I still don't know what that is. It's all good. I don't have to know. Sounds awesome though. Whatever it is, Jurl. It almost sounds like the Jura, which is our espresso machine, which also brings great joy. We got an ounce of Cointreau. We got an ounce of cranberry juice. Trying not to get this on me. Whoa! Dude, we got way too excited. We're going to need more paper towels. A little cleanup. Aisle kitchen. Making it messy. Scottish whiskey made in the island of Jura. What? Brr. How have I not heard of this? That sounds amazing. Not good enough to live up on the island, though? Is that what I read? Happy Crab subbed at tier 1. Oh my god. You are too kind. You are too kind. Thank you. Mama Happy Crab. I appreciate you. Oh, I can even thank you. Look at that. Does that work? Pow. You're a boss. We're making Cosmos. We're making Bavarian crane-filled Doughnuts. We're doing all the good stuff. All the good stuff on this Monday. We already got the hotline from the UK that tomorrow is good. So we got all that to look forward to. The squeezy cream thing. What is that called?
Oh,
no.
Piping bag?
Piping, yeah, that guy. Oh, we almost forgot the lime juice. Yo, we can't forget the lime juice. I think it's just a 1/2 ounce. 1/2 ounce fresh lime juice. Boop. We're gonna make it a little more limey because we don't have the citron vodka that it calls for. And we're gonna garnish with a strip of orange. So again, the way I like to garnish these, not super thick, not super thin, I am going to cut out the pulp without taking off my fingers. Little orange garnish. Spinning the cutting board. All right, so we have our orangey slice. We are going to curl it up, and it kind of maintains its swirl. So we have our garnish. We got our drink. The only thing we need is our frosted or ice or chilled coupe glass.
Is it ready?
It is going to be ready in a moment. Look at that, fogging up nicely.
Did you get this concept?
Yeah, I think so. You want to stick around for a quick
Yeah, Jace, you want to come to my
do our shaker dance? Jay says bye-bye. Say goodnight, Mima. Mima just subbed.
Oh, that's nice. Mima subbed.
Baller status. All right, we are going to look at that nice little pank drink. And we're going to add a little garnish to it. And this is our Cosmo. We'll get a little close-up shot of our Cosmo. Look at how nice that is. Isn't it prettyful?
Look, Mommy, pretty.
Alex says, good night, Jace. Alex also says, I've never been a massive fan of American whiskey. Jameson is close second for me. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Give that a hit. It's pretty stiff, but that is nice.
That is the stiffest Cosmo I've ever had.
Eye squintingly stiff.
Oh my lord.
Dude, it's still pretty refreshing. That is
Let's go to bed.
super drinkable. Okay, we've made ourselves a Cosmo. And we're going to dive into some Bavarian cream donuts. Donuts. Happy Crab says, hi, beautiful daughter, my baby boy. I got the hi, mom response. Jameson. So again, I'd never heard of the Three Wise Men as a night shot. Who's at the door? Stand by one. One second, we're going to see who's at the door. Oh, sit. Sit. Alright. Apologies for that, it was just a delivery. They don't usually knock. Alright. Woo! Dude. This looks great. It tastes great. Where was I going? Oh, Jameson whiskey. So the Three Wise Men drink. Again, I might have mentioned that show that I'm watching. The Ridiculous Letterkenny. The Canadian, it's basically Canadian hicks and rednecks and the problems of the population 5,000 that they have in Letterkenny. But their Christmas tradition is Christmas Eve. They drink to the Three Wise Men, which is Jameson. So Irish whiskey, Canadian whiskey, and American whiskey. And it's just shot. They got to consult with the Three Wise Men. I thought that was pretty fantastic. So we might be doing that. We might be doing that on New Year's Eve. Good, just because I think it sounds fantastic. I've never partook in that before. But until then, let's talk donuts. Let's talk donuts. So here's our dough, previously prepped, refrigerated. I think we're on day 2, so a little less than 48 hours. We tried to bring it up to room temp. That is certainly doubled in size. We have our Bavarian cream, which we're going to set aside. We're going to pipe that out into the actual donuts. So I'm going to read through next steps on our dough nuts. So, woo! Remove dough from fridge. We did that. Transfer to a lightly floured surface. We're going to get some AP flour. We need some advanced placement flour up in here. We also probably need a rolling pin. Using your hands or a rolling pin, gently roll the dough out into a circle that will be about 1 inch thick. 1 inch thick. We might go a little generous on our thickness. Let's get a lightly floured surface here right quick. I'm never very good. I don't know what the love that show. Dude, I've been getting Kathy started to watch a couple episodes and it's pretty fantastic. That sounds effing rad. Hell yeah. So we're gonna try out the Three Wise Men. Should be pretty good. I need to get a rolling pin. And by get, I need to find. We're going to go on a scavenger hunt. These are the things that I should know where they live. I'm going to guess in one of the baking drawers. Here is our rolling pin. It is not the same one that I used previously, but you know what? We're going to roll with it. Ah! Smack. Apologies for that. Okay. We're transferring our dough. Woo! It's nice and fluffy. We got some fluffy dough. Pow. All right, so this is what our dough on our floured surface are looking like, and we're gonna roll it out into a 1/2 inch thick circle, certainly. So we're just gonna start working middle outwards in all directions because that's the way I feel like rolling. And I want to leave it pretty thick. Trying to leave it pretty thick. That's still, it's a 1/2 inch-ish. I don't want to take too much more off of it. How do we do on our circle? Our circle is a little lacking. Beep, beep. More of an oblong, weird shape. That's okay though. That's basically a circle, right? That's a circle. All right. What do we do next? To tell you what, the first thing we do is we take another sip of this Cosmo. Cheers. Skull. Oh man. How do the Germans say cheers? How do I not know this? Somebody's got to know that. Somebody should look that up for me. I can't remember. Hold on. Hey, computer. Computer. What is German for cheers?
Prost. Cheers.
Oh.
In German is
Prost.
Prost.
Prost. Prost. Prost. Prost. There we go. Prost. I'm assuming it's close to the Bavarian version. Okay. We got this about a 1/2 inch thick. If you use your hand, simply pat the dough as gently. Brah, brah, brah. Using circle cutters, cut us some circles out of the dough. 3.5 inch diameters. 3.5 inch diameters. We're going to get our circle cutters. And what's the biggin? What do we got here? 3.5. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. This is supposed to make 20, yo. I don't know about that. Woo! Okay, we're gonna put this. We'll put these on standby. I don't know if we're getting 20 out of that, but we'll see how many we go. Because I think we're at about a 1/2 inch thickness. Prost. Okay, what do you guys think? About a 1/2 inch. This is a little thicker just because I moved it up a little bit. See that side's a little thinner. I'm going with maybe a tad thicker than a 1/2 inch, but it's all right. We got some thick donuts a coming. All right. We got a Cosmo in the shot. Perfect. Okay, I think we just get to cutting, right? Where do we put these things? Using a circle cutter, cut circles out of the dough. Set donuts on top of a tray lined with parchment paper or a silicone mat. I think we have a silicone mat. Allow me to find the silicone mat. I believe I have found it. Does that look like a silicone mat to you? That looks like silicone. All right. We have a tray lined with the silicone mat. We're placing that right there. And you want to leave some room between the donuts because they will rise slightly. Okay, so These are getting, it's already rised a little bit, or has risen a little bit. I'm gonna roll it out a little bit more, see if we can't get a couple more donuts. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. 3.5-inch circles. Repeat with your remaining dough. Just be careful not to keep kneading the dough too much as you re-roll, or the dough might become tough and chewy. 12, okay, she made 12 large donuts. Made the rest into donut holes. Okay, here we go. Here we go. One down. We got one down. How easy is that? Boom. I don't know what the removal technique is if it's easier to remove them as is or like pull the dough up. We're gonna go with the pulling the dough up around these method, and then I'll move them over because that seems simpler to me. I don't know. That's just me. Okay, we're going around the outside, M&M style. How many we got? 1, 2, 4. This is 6. She made 12. We're gonna be a little behind because I think we made ours a little bit thick. Can't quite do that one. We maybe should have started in the center. That's okay though. Can we get another one right there? We can't quite do it. Okay, that was unoptimized, but that's okay. I'm gonna peel this away without taking our donuts with us. And I'm gonna try to re-knead this, but not too much so as not to get chewy. And just to be, I'm gonna use this little guy to help us transfer over here. We're transferring to our silicone mat, leaving them spaced appropriately so they don't rise and start encroaching on each other. There's gonna be a fight on the donut pan, and we don't want a part of that. We don't want any part of that. Here we go. Oh man. I am excited. I started the edge, but you do you. Woo! I think we started at the edge. We'll start in the middle this time and see if it's any different. Okay, so we got, what do we get? 2, 4, 6. We got 8. She got 12. That's crazy. All right. Let's see if we can work this back in here. Don't allow it to get too tough. Boom. We'll get a little more lightly floured portions on our surface. Pop! Boom! Right in the kisser. We're gonna roll this guy out. It is nice fluffy dough. I gotta say that. Like, I didn't know whether or not it should be taken out to room temperature because I've read that in some other baking recipes. I'm certainly glad I did because it is nice and floofy. So it was out for about maybe a little less than 2 hours, and it's perfect. Perfect. Flour the metal thing just to be on the safe side. Okay, that's a good call. Throwing out dimes, A-Town, I appreciate you. Okay, so I think we're close to the same thickness we were before. I'm not pressing too hard, so this is probably taking a little bit longer. I agree with Alex. All right, we have a majority. We have a majority. Can't argue with the majority. There we go. All right, we are going to try to flour this guy. I'm gonna cheat and just drop it into this. Oh God, it's the exact same size. It won't actually go in, so I'm not gonna do that route. We're gonna take a little bit and just flour the inside of this bad boy. Boom. We got some floured cutter. All right. We're going to start in this. Oh, we can't start in the center because this is not big enough. Definitely starting on edges. We got a oneski. We might get 4. Twoski. Ooh, it might only be 3. 3ski. We got enough there? Let's coax it into a strange 4. All right. We got a 4th. We wiggled a 4th out. Okay, so now I think we have 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. We have the same amount she had. And we're going to rearrange a little bit so as to maybe fitting all these on here. Even though they're going to rise against us. I think we can get them all. Three by 4. Look at that. Get some. Okay. So, there's our tray. That's looking pretty solid. Almost looks like we know what we're doing. Let's talk about these donut rolls for the leftovers. I made 12 large donuts and made the rest into small donut holes. Feel free to make more of the large ones if you don't want any donut holes. The recipe for pastry cream will be enough to fill about 20 donuts, depending on how generous you are with the filling. Cover donuts with a clean kitchen towel or plastic wrap. Let them rest for about an hour to come to room temperature and rise a little bit. So I don't think we have to do the full hour, but just to be safe, let's set an hour timer. Hey, Samuel, set me a 1 hour timer.
Happy to fucking help. 1 hour starting now.
Boom! And we needed a warm towel or saran wrap. I've also, yeah, that's okay. Towel or saran wrap. Let's just use saran wrap. I hate this stuff, and we're trying to get better at it. So we got it at Jesus! I had no idea what that was. That was my pie tool, and it probably just woke the kids. Cats is probably like, God damn it, man. I just got the kids to bed. Sorry, babe. See, this is why I hate saran wrap. It makes me drop things. All right. This is a big sheet, so we need 2 paces. 2 paces. Boom, probably should have made that one a little longer. That's okay. It's okay. Look at this stuff. When it folds on itself, man, it's game over. It's game over. It's okay. It's not the prettiest wrap job, but it gets the job done. All right. We're covered. Here comes the wife. Oh, no. She was dropping something upstairs. Okay. We got that. While I was thinking about, okay, sorry. I've messed up myself not flouring everything I'm using. Was thinking the same thing since Happy Crab. The metal scooper you were using to lift them up from the counter to the pan. Yep, totally. Looks awesome. That's what I meant. Wasn't sure what it actually is. This is like this is a cool scraping baking tool thing. I've been using it to clean up the flour, but I think it's actually meant to, it has, it's a 6-inch in length. So I think it's actually meant to like cut stuff up and move dough around. I have no idea. I think I've seen that being done that way, but yeah. I like it. I've been using it to clean and also help scoop. And also help me with this Cosmo. Prost! Here we go. Let's make some donut holes. How big should our donut holes be? I'm thinking like maybe a 1 inch. Do we go 1 inch? I'm thinking 1 inch. We're gonna go a little bit thinner too. And we'll see how she go. That looks pretty good. Let's find us a 1-incher. It's called a bench scraper. Fun stuff. Dropping the dimes from that from that bacon school. I appreciate you. The bench scraper. Excellent. And 1 inch is way too small for a donut hole. As I'm looking at the sizes of these, we're going with a 1 3/4. There's a little donut hole. 1 3/4. Now let's go 1 1/2. I want to see how much these guys blow up. And by blow up, I mean get bigger. So, let's come back here in a close-up mode. Here's our saran wrapped, covered to allow it to get back to room temperature. Although we kind of already did that, so I don't think we need to go for the full hour, but we'll give it a good college try. And we're going to cut some donut holes. Donutty holies. I already forgot to flour this thing. Oh well, we're going to roll with it. Going around the outside for our little donut holes. Ah! The bench scraper. Knew it had a cool name. Would never have guessed that though. Scraping benches. And I totally should have floured this thing. I think we're okay though. Okay, I'm gonna get a little plate. We're gonna put this on our donut holies on a little plateau with parchment paper instead. Parchment. And this is not going to look pretty, but that's okay. We're going to pull this stuff up. Get out! Get out! You stay put, donut hole. Look at these little guys. That's kind of cool. Little donut holes. And you know what we might do? We might make... Should we make a donut smiley face? We need like a... We need a mouth. Do we just roll it out? What happens if we just roll this sucker out and deep fry it? We could probably make one more and then deep fry a mouth. Just like that. All right, here we go. This is what happens when you let me in the kitchen and allow me to start baking. We're gonna make potato head accessories with donuts. Cheers. I generally use a super thin palette knife that belonged to my Nana. Purchased in around 1950. That sounds awesome. I think we have one of those. I don't know where it is. Kathy was offering me, she was suggesting I use it rather yesterday, I think. Okay. I think this is our last round of donut holes. We're going to get a couple more up in here. Okay. See, this is what happens when we don't flour our surface. Bench scraper, save me from my stupidity. Okay. Boom. Don't want it to get too tough. I'm trying to roll this out into a weird shape and deep fry it because I can. Or not deep fry it. Is it still considered deep frying if it's just fried in oil in a Dutch oven or something? I don't know if that still considers it deep frying. We're going to fry it one way or the other. We're just not using a deep fryer. Okay. Here we have a weird mouth. Yep, it almost looks like a banana because we're gonna make donut holes and a mouth. And it makes a smiley face. This is why I'm not an artist. There's our smiley face. It needs to be a little thinner in the middle. Yes. Donut smileys. Perfect. Okay. We're setting these aside. And let's see what's up next. You've always got to have at least one weird shape at least. Hail yeah. Amen. I'll drink to that. That went down too easy. Might have to do another one of those go. Another go of one of those. Man, I can't even speak. Can't even speak. I'm so excited. So excited. We're also going to have an adventure with... my wife already set me up with this. Yeah. I forget what a piping bag? I think that's what this is called. Anyway, custard's going in here. We're going to roll this thing up. Squirt it out. We're going to do one of those today. It's going to be good. My go-to is Pac-Man. Dude, Pac-Man sounds excellent. Pac-Man sounds amazing. You know what, Alex? Dude, we're making a Pac-Man. We're making Pac-Man. It's already almost Pac-Man shaped anyway. But with the donut holes, dude, the power pellets, we need a Pac-Man. That is an excellent idea. All right, so we need somewhat of a circle is the problem. My ability to achieve a circle is what Pac-Man's downfall is going to be today. Let's get some more flour-ish over here. Okay. So we have... we have a little bit of our Pac-Man. Sorta. We're going to use our bench cutter. Nom. Nom. It's Pac-Man. Dude, Pac-Man. Yeah. You got a lot of power pellets, buddy. You're going over here. And you're going to hang tight. We'll put the tower over you. Look at my Pac-Man. Oh, that's fantastic.
How goes the party?
It's a party. Fun stuff informed me that this is called bench cutter.
That was bench scraper.
Bench scraper? Oh, I've been calling it. Nope. It is bench scraper. You are correct. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Pac-Man, nailed it. Okay, we might have to clean up this flour. I'm going to read the next steps, and I might be making another Cosmo.
Can you make me a very weak one?
Yep. La 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 la. Okay, we already did the cream. Lower the heat.
Down by 8.
Keep it refrigerated. Brrr. Nicely done. The wife is skilled in the art. Okay, I think the next step is frying. So let's do. We're gonna do a quick cleanup. We're gonna make it into the Cosmo, and then we're gonna mess with hot oil. How's that sound? Terrifying. Excellent. Yes, I have yet to burn the house down. So you know.
Oh, right, I was gonna order a fire extinguisher. I don't think you can get those on Amazon, can you?
Fire extinguishers? They might have to have. They might charge you extra for special shipping because they're charged. Depends. It probably depends on the type of fire extinguisher too. Like a charged CO2 one, you might not be able to get, but you should be able to get like charged ABC that are just chemical extinguishers, which is what you want for.
What about this one? First alert, blah blah blah.
Does it say ABC?
This is the most popular one on Amazon.
It doesn't say anything. Click on it. You should find out what's in it. It's probably if it's a chemical one, that's what you want in the kitchen. All right. Pro tip.
ABC.
ABC
Rated
means
1.
it's a chemical fire extinguisher, which means grease fires and things that happen in the kitchen. You're gonna make a hell of a mess, but it'll put the fire out. Also, baking soda is a good thing as a substitute, so have that on hand. I usually have a bunch of it on the grill for the grill fires that I make. But because
Okay.
that happens on
January
occasion.
6th to 12th, so please don't burn the house down in the next 2 weeks.
Woo! Deal. Promise? Well, I promise I won't try to burn the house down. How about- All right. So let's make another round of Cosmos, and we're gonna set our donuts. Cookie Monster, Donut Monster. It's all the same.
What is that?
They're donut holes with Pac-Man. So we got power pellets with the Pac-Man.
Pac-Man. Oh.
Hell yeah, we got a Pac-Man. All right, we got vodka. We got Cointreau, or an orange liqueur, triple sec, Grand Marnier. Those would probably also work. We got us some cranberry juice. We got us some fresh squeezed lime juice. All the juices. We also need to make another. Actually, we'll use the same orange peel. Wifey 101. We're gonna make another orange peel.
Yeah,
And we'll get out our new chilled glass for the wifey. We're going to make our garnish first. Faust. Kaboom. Cut out our pulp. Like so. And where's our
There's
slit?
something else I was supposed to order, safety-wise or kitchen-wise.
Safety wise.
Safety or kitchen-wise. I was like, oh yeah, fire extinguisher because ours expired, and then there's something else I forgot what it was.
All right. We have our garnish. And we're going off top of the head. We're gonna make. We're gonna put some training wheels on one a little bit. Give that a rinsey poo. Grab some ice. Icy ice. It's so nice. It's ice. Here we go. And I'll make mine foist.
Fire blanket? Do we need a fire blanket?
I don't. Like a fire blanket. Are we talking about a burn blanket? I'm not familiar with a fire blanket.
I think it's a blanket
One
you
and a
throw
half.
on fires. And it puts the
Oh, okay. So like a, not Kevlar. They might still make them out of asbestos, like an asbestos blanket. Now we're good. We're good in that department. We got 1.5. We're gonna do a full ounce. We're just gonna go 1-1-1. Since we're not using the citron vodka, I'm doing a 1/2 ounce more of the lime juice. Then we're gonna do a full ounce of Zélemon, liqueur, Cointreau.
Do you know what made this drink popular?
Sex in the City.
You do know.
God.
I was wondering. I was like, does he know when he's making this that this was brought to popularity by Carrie Bradshaw and the girls?
I don't know any of those people. I don't know Carrie Bradshaw nor the girls.
Samantha.
Sex in the City is based in
Charlotte.
Seattle, though, right?
No, it's New York.
Damn it. Oh, it's Sleepless in Seattle. Obviously, it is in Seattle. I don't know anything. I.
Two vastly different genres. You're gonna do technique?
This is called the lefty. Switch to righty. Uh-oh.
I can't do that one-handed. That's amazing.
Technique out the window. Technique for shame. Did we actually put
Did you miss the cranberry juice?
well, this is mine. It will be obvious if we missed it. It looks like we have a little coloring in there, so I don't think we did. I think
Look
we're
at how
right.
much cranberry juice is in the bottle still.
There's a lot of cranberry juice still in the bottle.
Yeah, so is it like a splash cranberry juice?
No, it's
it
pink.
is pink.
We're good. We cool. All right. And we'll go a little lighter with this one. And this one.
Are you having fun with your mixology?
I am. Dude, mixology's boss. We need to get, I need to start putting, like, this vodka. I should have totally taken this thing off and put one of the speed filler thingy things. Yeah. whatever those are called.
Those are called. Oh, I have them on the oils. They have a funny name.
Did I already put the lime in here? Put the lime in the coconut.
Tapered spouts with dust caps.
Dust caps?
Yeah, that's the little rubber cap.
Oh,
that
yeah,
goes
yeah,
on
yeah.
there. I don't ever use those.
Makes sense.
You know they actually have automatic spouts that will measure an ounce for you.
All right.
Look, honey.
Wifey,
They
come
measure
hit it.
it for you.
Nice. Yeah, I have seen those. They use those at wine tastings and things like that.
Oh yeah,
right?
they do, don't they?
Yep. La, la. Funny enough, when I've gone to distilleries, they don't do that. Like, they don't do it at the distilleries, but they do the wine taste. Where did my cap go?
You're really bad at caps, man.
Oh, it's right here. I found it. Okay.
I'm gonna lose a lot of caps.
Prost.
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 Now that tastes like what you get at a bar.
That's sexy. All right.
Is it sexy in the city?
Ha.
I like this a lot better. I like the mild version.
Okay.
Yours was like the most manliest sexy Cosmo I've ever had.
Okay. Actually, come back here.
I'm coming.
We're gonna rate it. We have to rate
Am
it.
I rating the first one you made, this one, or somewhere in between?
I will leave it to you. You can rate the first one. Rate the first one.
The first one, it would be ranked lower.
That's fine.
Because it's like kicking you in the butt strong.
That's fine. So second, third, or third?
So I don't feel like your first. Okay, it's on the bottom third if we're going with the first one.
We're going with the first one.
All right.
Is it lower than Indian Summer?
No.
Then I need to add Indian Summer to the bottom.
Oh yeah, your little card should be in soon. We ordered more because we ran out. This is very tasty. I rather like this. You know what'd be fun is a purple drink.
Purple drink.
You should invent a drink called purple drink.
This is closest to purple.
It's close, but it means if you added something blue in it, maybe to make it more purpley.
Oh, like the blue cacao or cacao or however you say that.
Curacao.
Curacao.
Something like
Curacao.
And like that.
Curacao.
Or hypnotic.
Ooh.
Hypnotic would all.
Mhm.
If you
Oh,
add
we have
hypnotic
not-
to this, that would
How
be
have
really
we
good.
not done an absinthe drink?
An absinthe drink? I
Yeah.
don't know, because I want to keep my lungs and taste buds.
All right, what is this called? This is called a Cosmopolitan. Boom! Okay, we got the
Oh, yes.
Aperol Spritz.
So.
Is it the bottom? This is the bottom third. We got Sidecar,
I will put
Highball.
it.
El Ribujito.
Oh, wait, no. Wait, it is above the Melanie. Yeah.
Ujuju Melanie.
Above
Below the
the-
old fashioned.
No, it's above the old fashioned. Yeah.
Also, the top of the third tier.
Yeah, top of the third. So
Okay.
it's
Okay. Okay.
holding its own.
Okay. We'll give you a quick reminder. I'll zoom in. And, oh, we've got our pulsating camera again. I hate you, camera. I hate you.
know what might
I'm just
help?
going to read it off the other one.
What if you had like a backdrop, like you lay a kitchen towel down with the contrast help or something?
Alex said, well, you shot yourself in the foot there, mate. I probably do that on a fairly regular basis. All right. Prost. All right. How much? We've chewed through about 30 minutes. Let's mess around with some oil. We're gonna get out our.
Do you want to use the old Dutch oven or do you want to use our new Dutch oven?
I feel like this one's fine.
Okay.
We're gonna bust out the big guns.
So the thing with that, which is good with using it for frying is you have to use low to medium heat. You can't heat that up fast.
Thermometer.
In the baking jar.
Baking jar. Baking.
I heard you up one. I heard you say something. We'll just have to work with what we have. What were you looking for?
The rolling pin that I got.
Oh yeah, it's kind of weird.
It was the tapered one.
Yeah, so that's the French rolling pin. We have 3, and all 3 are in different places because there's no one spot that fits them all.
Purple drink is already a thing.
Oh really?
Is purple though? Like hold up. Spelling is key here. Purple drink. Purple drink. If I made something that was anywhere close to color purple, it would absolutely be called purple drink.
Yeah.
Okay. Oil. Right.
Is that from Chris Rock?
Yeah.
Chris Rock, yeah. Chris Rock joke.
What's that purple stuff? He calls it purple drink, but
But we evolved it to purple.
purple. That's because that's mixed with spaghetti. What is that?
Spaghetti now. It's you.
I have a spotch and potterman. No. That it's a comic.
Yeah. It's a meme comic strip that went viral.
Man.
It's black and white and like stick figures.
Yeah, it's not off of XKDC. What is that off of? I can't remember what it is. But yeah, spaghetti mixed with purple drink. All right, I'm gonna read some instructions to tell us what we should be doing. But I imagine I'm just gonna throw in like a quart of this thing and see how it goes in the Dutch oven. Place oil in a large frying pan over medium heat. You can heat. Drug drink purple drink. Add donuts in small batches and fry. Okay, so we want to achieve tree fitty. I need about tree fitty.
Remember you don't want the candy thermometer to touch the bottom of the thing or it'll explode.
Correct. Thank you for the reminder.
I heard my mom was on.
Yeah. Happy Crab. Happy Crab subbed earlier.
Oh, she does.
Which was super awesome. Okay, so I've never made donuts before. As I'm pouring in the oil, I just realized that I probably put a shitload more than I actually need. Because I think you only need to cook half a side at a time, right? Don't you have to flip them? Yeah.
Is it more than 2 inches?
It's like 2.5, maybe 3. Sorry. Lord, I apologize for that one. Yeah. That's like... No, that looks like 2 inches. We're looking like 2 inches. Never see... Oh, cough syrup is one of the... Yeah. It's NyQuil. Capital N, little Y. Big and Q. The Q is... That's Dennis Leary. But, yeah, I can definitely see that. NyQuil. When I was growing up, they only had one flavor. The green fucking death flavor.
That's so how I feel about absinthe. Green death flavor.
The green fucking death flavor. Yeah, happy crabs. I'm here, lols. All right. We're gonna bring this up to temp on a lowish heat.
Thank you, babe.
Ish.
My mom was reading an article about Viking berserkers. Can you send me the article?
What? We're reading Viking berserkers. Nice.
Please send
So
me the
this
article.
is Impossible.
What?
To not touch the end.
Yes, babe, it moves. It moves. The back part slides down.
Science. Impossible. Hey, guys, we got it. We did it. We made it. All right. So, Prost. Another sip of the Cosmo. Okay, so what I'm wondering is that this custard is pretty thick. Yo, like, are we going to have to manipulate said custard at all to toss into this condom glove spouty nozzle thing? I don't know the answer. To assemble, place chilled Bavarian cream in a pastry bag and pipe the filling into the center of each donut.
Yeah, like when I make cream puffs.
Okay, we're just going thick. Do we have a thicker?
That is as
That looks
thick
pretty
as we
good.
get.
Do we have a fancy? Do we have a fancy end?
Yes.
Can I have one, please?
But it's going inside.
No, but the outside has a nice little dollop. I want to be fancy.
Okay.
Here.
Lucky
Here.
for you. No, I'm coming to you so you can pick which one you want and swap
Boop.
it out. Isn't it
This
cool
is kind of cool.
that the piping tips are on the outside so you can switch them out like that?
Man, I mean, what?
Your wifey has your back. All right.
This one.
Or big one. Oh, that's two. The flower one is not gonna. Yeah, I'd say this one.
I would say this one. This is one.
Or this one. Yeah, probably that one.
This is the one I'm going for. We chose.
This is my cream.
NyQuil is called Night Nurse here and tastes effing weird. It's green. Yes, dude. That's what I'm talking about. Presentation counts. That's right. So check it out. We just chose this tip. You can't really see the on the white backdrop. You can kind of see the claws. We got the claw. So we're throwing that in here. Oh, I have not been watching this temperature as it brings up. Ah! Did you steal you stole my ring?
Oh, did I?
Yep.
I don't think I did.
I think you did.
I don't think I did.
And I might have put it in there.
Okay, that makes more sense.
And then you stole my ring.
I didn't steal your ring. You tried to put it in there.
That's weird.
Watch the replay.
It ended up in there. You're dropping stuff.
You're dropping stuff.
It's probably true. It's probably my fault. Where did that come from?
I dropped it.
All right. Boop.
I just realized I should have, when you said maybe I should make sugar cookies, I should have said yes because I forgot we have the bomb diggiest cookie cutters.
Bomb
That would've
diggity.
been really good.
We are at 25 centigrade.
Do you want to put this away?
Oh, that would be fantastic. Thank you. I love you. Please and thank you. Text size 10-4. Dude, I love the Night Nurse. That's so good. It's like something from Dead by Daylight.
Yes, or like some weird B-rated superhero, Night Nurse. Or
But
it's my mom.
effective.
But if it's my mom, then we love her. 'Cause she's a nurse.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting, but effective. But yes, like between what was the other one? Oh, the other one that Chris Rock calls out is Robitussin. Like, yeah. And that was definitely, when I was a kid, there were 3 drugs that you could, actually like 4. Never had aspirin. There was Tylenol, but Tylenol was like a rarity. There was Robitussin, NyQuil, and Pepto. And those 3 things cured everything. Oh my God. All right. And yeah, Robitussin was a weird purple flavor, I think, if I remember correctly, like dark purple.
Yeah.
NyQuil was green.
Yeah.
And Pepto, is there anything more pink than Pepto-Bismol?
No, it's its own like Crayola colors.
Yeah,
there.
dude, it is the most, what do you call like the Easter April-y color? Pastels, dude. Like, it's between a pastel and a neon.
That is a good description. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. We are almost at 100 degrees. I'm going to turn this up ever so slightly. Ever so slightly. Get on our way. We got 25 minutes. These bad boys are starting to rise. Starting to rise. You see this? They are, I don't know how well. Can you see that middle boy? Dude, we went from like ½ inch to inch plus. That's an inch plus. Milk of magnesia. I would react the same way. I've not had to take that, but between that and like Epicac, like, there's probably not too big of a difference. Oh, Sudafed. Yeah. Then again, some Sudafed and a shot of hard alcohol would work just as well. Yeah, that's true. Until Sudafed became what do you call the monitored substance? I don't know if it's controlled. You just have to like sign your life away every time you buy some so they can track you to make sure you're not making meth. But yeah. Pseudoephedrine. All right. I love it. So what did I say? I said if we had some downtime, I think this is going to go pretty quick. Should we make some salsa?
To go with your Bavarian donut?
If I made salsa now, would you rather me make salsa on the day that we make empanadas, or should we make it prior to?
I think the day of, because one, I don't want to take up space in my refrigerator, and two,
Yeah.
the empanadas are going to need rising time and cooking time. You're going to have downtime that day.
It's less than an hour and a half, but you're right. It is. There is a little downtime. Okay. Tweakers. Dude, so we're going back to the. I'm pretty sure your mom has watched Letterkenny, and they call them
My
skids.
mom watched- really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
I might have taken it wrong, but dude, in Letterkenny they call the tweakers skids, and it's pretty fantastic. Like they have their own dance party. They dance, play games, sing karaoke, and do drugs.
Yeah.
And as Kathy so astutely observed, everybody has a quirk in that show. But they do a pretty good job of balancing each other out. Like,
They do.
you got hockey players who are just like...
I said
off on their
everyone
own.
seemed like they were their own interpretation of being on the autism spectrum.
Yeah.
They all have like different...
Yep. You've got like you got the Chorin, what do you call the stand that they were, is it just a vegetable stand? Whatever. The Chorin Hicks on one side.
Yeah.
You've got like the hockey players on another. You've got the skids on a third, and then you have like just the Klingons. Oh, you've got the what do they call them?
The only one that doesn't
D-gens.
seem
You've got the D-gens from up country, and then you've got the Quebecois French, and
I haven't caught them. I've only watched 3 episodes, but all the main characters are extremely quirky. That's why I like this show. Is I like quirky people. I love the balance. It's just like
Goss.
looking at all of them, like they're all very quirky.
So Alex is asking, don't know if it's a thing in America, but we used to be subjected to TCP, and that shit smells awful. Apparently, you can use it for sore throat, but if rather not test that. Oh, you'd rather not test that. I'm not super in the know of all the street drugs. I can't remember if like the difference between TCP, PCP, meth, and there's another upper that's.
I don't know. My drug knowledge is so small.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's the difference between this or that? Or I like to when we played that game when we'd go around and be like, Matt, what kind of drug is that guy on? And given the way he was like twitching and stuff,
yeah.
like, oh, he's most likely blah blah blah. And I was like, oh, you know interesting things.
Yeah, no. I mean, there's like, yeah. Anyway, I don't want to get too into drug topics on this, but yeah, I'm not familiar with TCP, but yeah, I would believe it smells awful. I feel like that's why it's always any medication, especially if you have to give it to kids, always has to be caked in syrupy awfulness, right?
That's how they get you to take it.
And it's only awful because it by itself in the raw is probably god awful, and then they just add a bunch of sugar. Oh, it's an over-the-counter antiseptic. Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. I've not heard that before. Checking in on a thermo. We're at $1.50. We got 200 degrees to go. We're gonna scooch it up a little bit here. Scooch it up. We're almost out of our Cosmo. I'm a little scared to make another one. Yeah, we're making another one. I don't know if I've ever ordered a Cosmo in a bar before. But I gotta say, I don't mind this drink. I actually kind of like it.
I don't mind this drink.
Well, no. Like, there's something about like vodka and cranberry juice just by itself that's like, it's dangerous because vodka gets masked by whatever you pour into it, and vodka crans you can just slam and you're just dusted before you even notice. Commonly called Tomcat's piss. What's up, bud? Hi. Thanks for checking in, buddy. You didn't come up for air for about 3 hours there. I was starting to get concerned. Fortnite doing well?
Yeah, he's grinding. He got a new skin. Did you get the polar bear skin? Huh? Did you get the polar bear?
Ooh, that was awful.
Skin,
Yeah. Nails on a chalkboard. Oh my god. I could never be a school teacher back in the day with the blackboards and stuff that you had chalk and writing on. Like, that is like... It's like getting your nails filed. It just gives me the
Oh
chills,
yeah, you
yo.
won't let me file your
Man.
nails. It's the weirdest
It's the
thing.
same. It's the same stuff, dude. I
Or
can't.
you wouldn't even stay in
I
the same
can't.
room when I would file
I
the
know.
nails on the baby.
I can't watch it. Like it is.
Yeah, I would be like
It is
the
disturbing.
babies before I was
Dude,
comfortable clipping
I
my
can
nails.
stomach a lot of stuff, right? Like, yeah, I've seen some shit, but I cannot watch somebody file their nails. Yeah, dude, it's I don't know what it is. Nail files just it's like nails on a chalkboard, dude. Just thinking about it. All right, here we go. Smells that bad. Fennels. All right, here we go. We got our vodka. We got our cranberry juice, our Cointreau. We're going for number 3 as we approach Tree Fitty. Was about that time I noticed this damn Girl Scout was about 6 stories tall and a crustacean from the Paleozoic era. I'm sorry. South Park, Chef's parents, in that episode, everything's Tree Fitty. Tree Fitty. What were we doing? We're making a Cosmo. We need 2.5 ounces of vodka. That's a 1/2er. Or a 1.5er. That's a 1er. We got 2.5 down the chute. But baby nails are so soft it doesn't. Oh yeah. Baby nail for sure. Like in fact, it is not uncommon for me to just like bite and rip or use the baby nails. I've heard filing baby nails down is super easy. Probably doesn't. It honest to God, it's that sound. Like the sound and the sensation destroy me. Like it just melts into. Like can't do it. Can't do it.
You had to leave the room when I had to do the kids' nails back in the day.
Happy Crab. Good night.
Good night, Mom.
Love you. Have a good evening. Thanks for dropping in. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate you. We got Picaro. Will I get fat if I eat these every day? My dude. I believe in you and your ability to not only destroy all 20, we didn't make 20, we made 12. 12 of these. I have the faith that you can, bust out some crunches, some planks, some push-ups that offset that noise. And that's a Texas size hell no. You can absolutely do this, dude, because I believe in you. I believe in you. All right, but before we go there, if you're down in these Cosmos along with that might be, you might have to rock 2-a-days for a while to work that off. But until then, I'm amped now. Let's do this. I have no idea what the what the calorie count is on this. I'm kind of scared to look. But these look legit. We got Bavarian cream. And we've been letting these bad boys rise at room temperature. I'll bring it in for a little close up. Here's our oil. We just hit 225. But dude, check out our donuts. We cut these at like 2.5 inches. Some of these boys are getting thick. Like they getting thick, boy. Yeah, I'm excited. These are going to puff up. Pretty nice. How has it been like 5 minutes and the only thing I've added is vodka into this drink? We need Cointreau. We need an ounce of that. We're getting to the bottom of the Cointreau. We might have to replace that. There's a lot of stuff with Cointreau in it. Just,
Or you can just use up the other stuff on the shelf and stop buying.
Dude, you just told me, like, get stuff off the shelf.
Yeah.
I'm getting this off the shelf.
Thank you, and don't replace it because you never got it off the shelf. Went through it and got one.
All right. We're doing like 3/4 of an ounce of the lime juice. We're going to go an ounce of the cranberry. We're making a Cosmo. Every day for the past 28 days. We've been making mixology. We've been doing cocktails. We've been doing mixology. Making cocktails. And we've been cooking and baking. And the last week of our 31-day adventure, we are exclusively baking, which is why we got Bavarian cream-filled donuts at our judge's request. Judge also happens to be the wifey. Love you, wifey. Okay. We're going to give this a shake. What do we got? Joe doesn't even get his nails filed. it's difficult enough to cut them in the first place, for sure. This is awesome. I appreciate you, Picaro. All right. We're doing a little spray and pray here. See if I can get the wife. Gotta shake that up. And this garnish is looking a little sad. Let's make another one right quick. We'll get another garnish going. Fresh navel orangey garnish for the drink. The drinky poo. Let's bring it in for a close-up. And I get made fun of for the way that I make my orange garnish, but I like to cut, not super thin, not super thick, and then cut the pulp away with like a sharp paring style knife without cutting your thumb off. That would be preferable. But getting that pulp out, and then once you basically have your ring, just cut through one side. So there's our ring, right? You cut through one side, preferably the thinner side. I've seen work best. And then you take and you twist her up. And all these citrus peels like to keep their shape, so once you twist it up, it kind of stays that way, right? So then you plop that on your glass. I like so. And you find your neighborhood strainer. You give that a pour. And you have yourself Uno Cosmo. Loving it. And dude, Cosmos, legit Cosmos, these things are stiff.
I ate your family except for me. Sorry, London.
Oh, I'm sorry, Alex. I've never heard it called pram before. That's awesome. The Hicks in Letterkenny call it spit, but vomit, in any, no matter what the word, that's like some Romeo and Juliet, like a rose by any other name, vomit by any other name is still vomit. All right. That filled the glass just right. Dude, it's like we got this down to an art. It's almost like we know what we're doing. Don't be fooled, because I don't know shit. All right, but I do know this. We're at like 275. We gotta get this bad boy. Can you see this? We gotta get this bad boy up to. Nope, you can't see any of those numbers, I'm guessing. So we'll come back out until we actually start dropping stuff in the pan. We gotta get that up to a solid 350. We're going to 350. And these donuts, we got 12 straight up big juicy donuts that we're going to be frying in this bad boy, that we're going to fill with this Bavarian cream. Little Vanna White action there for you. And what the hell is this thing called again?
That's a piping bag.
Piping bag. We're going to pipe in the cream after we jam like a hose nozzle, aka a straw, and make some room. That's the route in which that goes in. I've also got, check this out. We have some donut holes, and I'm stoked about this. So the leftovers, we made some donut holes, and we made a Pac-Man. This Pac-Man is going to eat all of these donuts, and it's fantastic.
If that actually works out, I'm going to make it every Pac-Man.
Oh, Alex says a pram is a stroller. My bad. When you said you got to clean the pram. Okay. I got it. I'm slow. I apologize. I feel like that's an English word and I don't know what it is, so I'm just ignorant. So I'm sorry. I learned something today. Pram is a stroller.
Isn't a pram a stroller? But then I thought, because it was in that show I was watching.
Dude, for the number of strollers, I have 4 kids. For the number of strollers I've owned in my life, would have never guessed that it is called a pram. Although, there's other funny English terms for other things, like the bottom of a car is called a carriage. The trunk of a car is called a boot. I don't know. I'm ignorant. I'm sorry. I'm a bad representation of the English language as a whole. Legit Pac-Man, I appreciate you. Okay, what are we doing? We're checking in. We're at 300. We got our Cosmo. We're ready to go. I'm going to actually look ahead on the recipe just to make sure that I'm not missing anything. And skadoosh. We are at the frying point. Oh, man. Son's about to getting kicked off Fortnite. We could go on a stream adventure and kick the 12-year-old, almost 12-year-old off of Fortnite. That'd be pretty fun. Please make me do that.
He's ignoring.
All right. Over medium heat, we're getting heating the oil to 350. Add donuts in small batches. Fry about 1 minute per side. How are we putting these donuts into the frying oil? I think we're rolling with some tongs. These are some big ass tongs.
There's a smaller one in there.
What? No. I want to be as far away as possible. Picaro, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Love the love. Again, we're doing this on the nightly until at least the 31st, and we'll probably mix up the format a little bit. I've been doing, so every day in December, been doing some kind of mixology, some kind of entree or baked good, giving the wife a little bit of a break. So that was kind of the inspiration. We're in the home stretch. We got 4 days to go. Oh my God. Oh, dude. And yeah, hopefully you got that cleaned up. Alex, I apologize. That's got to be terrible. It's bad enough. I think the thing that vomits the most in my house between all the kids is the dog, actually. Because my dog has a problem with ingesting wiffle balls. Actually, anything. It doesn't matter what it is.
Mostly plastic.
But if it's hard plastic, she just shreds it and then feels obligated to eat it because she wants to hide the evidence or something, right? And then she can't pass it. Thank God she pukes it up because otherwise it'd be a vet bill. And puppy dog, Lana, come here. This is my puppy. Lana, up. You say hi to the stream. This is Lana puppy, and she loves to eat absolutely everything. And so we get nice little piles of stuff when there's something you can't digest, isn't there? Yeah, that's my good puppy dog. That's a good puppy dog. All right, puppy dog said hi. And now she's excited. She's like, where's my food? You betrayed me. Chef needs another towel.
There's more.
No, we're good. We're good. And, dude, we are approaching 350. All right, so it's go time. It's go time. I'm hoping that doesn't go all over the place when we start adding stuff. Because if it's anything like the karage, the Japanese chicken karage that we did, the temperature has a tendency to fluctuate, but we are going to start throwing some stuff in. The thing you used before so you don't squish them. Boo. Sorry, Alex. I totally lost context and was not watching. So I missed that. I apologize, but Prost. And, let's start throwing some donuts in. Okay. I need instructions on the donut timing. Add donuts in small batches. Fry about 1 minute on each side. Good God. 1 minute on each side. Do I need to count out 60 seconds? So we're going to take the saran wrap, the cling off our donuts. These donuts are looking good. The thing you used before so you don't squish them, to put them in the oil. Oh, yeah, this. I want to use something. I feel like using something on both sides, though. So I'm actually going to hand place them. I'm going to hand place them into the oil, and then I'm going to use my trusty tweezer tongies to
you want something that works like a bench scraper but is thinner?
If you had a bigger spider web, these might be big enough. What do you think, guys? Should we use this? We've got like this spider.
Do you want something? Yeah, I'm just gonna get it for you. There's something to help remove them off the silicone mat so that you don't mess up.
To get them off the mat. Yeah. I see what you're saying. No, we're good. These come off. Nope. I'm good. The silicone mat works beautifully. Okay. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do the donut holes first, because if I screw it up, we screwed up on the donut holes.
Just in case you change your mind.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. And so I read ahead a little bit, I think, previously, and I think we're going to use granulated sugar immediately when they come out, while it's hot, so that the sugar adheres to it. For the donut holes, we're also going to add cinnamon. So I'm going to make a quick mixture.
Oh, we have cinnamon sugar mixed already.
Cinnamon sugar. Sugar.
Do you want cinnamon sugar mixed?
Sure.
I think we already have one done.
If we got it, great. Otherwise, we're going to bust out some granulated sugar, like right about now.
Here's the cinnamon.
I'm sorry, did you just say now? Do I look like a kitty on Nimbly Bimbley jumping from tree
Maybe
to tree?
I threw it out because we never used it.
Alright, we're making some cinnamon sugar. I have no idea the proportions.
50 foot, no, like.
It's got to be like 1 to 2.
I would
Probably
say like
1 to 3. Yeah. Okay. So let's get out a handy dandy. I just stepped on a puppy dog's paw. Sorry, puppy dog.
She knows the hazards of being in this kitchen.
Dude, I know, but
I have many times tripped over.
I almost went down too. I'm wearing socks, so when I planted right there, like that was almost.
Jace calls that ice skating. When you wear socks.
I went skiing after that. That was fantastic. All right, so we're gonna add 3 tablespoons of sugar. I feel like a tablespoon is a lot of cinnamon, but we'll go 3 tablespoons to 1 teaspoon. How about? We'll start with a teaspoon, and we'll work our way up. Oh, did you get out the cinnamon or no?
Mm-hmm.
Donde está la biblioteca? Oh, we don't even have that much cinnamon.
No, we have a lot.
So it's a good thing we're starting with something small.
It's in the back stuff. There's a ton more.
Okay. We're going with uno tablespoono. Oh, that is a plenty. 3 tablespoons to 1 teaspoon, I think, is legit. So we're gonna give this. Oh, where's the camera? Right here. We're gonna give this a little twirl. I don't have a spoon or whisking device, so we're gonna use this. Whatever the hell this is called, babe. What's this thing called?
A scraper, I don't know.
Scraper.
It's like a pastry spatula.
Pastry spatula. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay. So we have some healthy cinnamon sugar, and we are ready to go. We went a little north of 350 on our dial, so we're dialing it way down. It takes this thing longer to cool, which is good. Which is a good reason to actually cook the donut holies and the Pac-Man. Dude, I'm so stoked. Once again, this is a fantastic suggestion. Power pellets, which are all the donut holes, and Pac-Man. We're going to do Pac-Man last. So I'm just going to start tossing stuff in. Minute aside. So let me get a timer. Let me get a timer rolling here. Minute aside. Beep. Set me a 60-second timer. And go. So, throwing these bad boys in. 2, 3. 4. Woo! Got some splash. Got some kickback. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're almost 30 seconds of the way through, and I didn't keep track of the first ones that we put in. So this might be a shit show. So we're good. Pro tip for cleaning sick: wear a mask and put a tissue that has something strong smelling in the inside. Yeah, like I was saying, the stomach, I've got all of that stuff secured. Like, I'm good to go with those kinds of things. It's the, dude, I don't know why it is, like the chalk on a blackboard, or, what is it called? The, grinding nails down.
What's the ETA on those Bavarian donuts?
Dude, ETA is probably 30 minutes.
My mom wants one.
Ooh. Oh, really? Who called in the fleet? Okay.
I think she can smell them or she can hear you. My other mom, I have multiple moms. The one that is currently in the house is requesting donuts.
Some of these.
She feels bad because some of the meals she hasn't gotten to taste.
Yeah. Some of these jerks don't. So these circular assholes won't stay down. And
teenager is laughing at your fouling.
yeah, I know. I apologize. So these are gonna be weirdly cooked while I babysit some of them. I don't know how to negotiate this other than like dipping them all. Do you sink them all? Maybe we sink them all.
You don't sink them. What do you mean sink them?
You sink them all. Okay. Some of these are getting pretty ripe. I'm gonna use this straining rack.
They keep cooking after you're done.
Yeah, I know. So I'm screwing these up. This is the learning process. This is why it's learning. Okay, so I'm gonna start taking the ones that I know that are good to go, that are done. We're gonna take these out. Hey, dismiss. All right, we're gonna take these guys out. We're gonna spread a little cinnamon and sugar all over them. You don't have to stare at them. I'm secretly not allowing you to see how black they... No, I'm joking. I don't think they're beyond repair just yet. They will continue to cook like the wifey just said. All right, we're going to insert our last 1, 2, 3. We're going to set not a minute timer, 30-second timer. Again, just to keep my wits about me. Boom. We're going to do Pac-Man last. Okay, Pac-Man's important. We can't screw up Pac-Man. And, the confectioner sugar, or not confectioner sugar, the cinnamon sugar. I should probably do this over another bowl. So we're going to place these, they're hot boys. Hot boys going in a bowl. And we are going to sprinkle some cinnamon. That was 30 seconds already. Damn! What are we down to? Oh, we're maintaining 350 perfectly. I'm calling BS on the 30 seconds aside thing. Computer. Off.
Use the force.
I am totally using the force.
Yeah, because every kitchen's different. Your oil
Yep.
tastes like
Nope,
so many
it's
factors.
we're at 350 exactly right now,
I'm
which is
just saying,
solid.
Everything's different.
I know.
The
I'm just saying.
temperature.
I'm just saying.
Use the force.
The force is strong with this one. Okay, we're gonna start cooking Pac-Man. We're gonna babysit Pac-Man too. So check out Pac-Man. Oh shit! Do not tell me it's donut time. Snook! Hold up. I gotta do that again. Snook! Yeah. Shh, Snook. Your baby's probably also sleeping. You gotta be quiet, bro. Oh yeah, dude. We're cooking Pac-Man right now. It is donut time. And some of these bad boys, we're screwing around and figuring out how to screw this up first before we do the actual... The big boys are all over here waiting, if you can see them. Whoa! And yep, he says, yep, separate room. Love it. So just in time for me to screw up the real stuff. So, good timing. Good timing. Good timing. And if you didn't notice, check this out, my dude. We got power pellets. Oh, we got to move this up a little bit. Power pellets, and then we got Pac-Man. Pac-Man is going to be eating those power pellets. For all the extras, we made some donut holes, and we got some power pellets in there as well. And next up, we're going to be doing the actual donut. And I'm a little scared because I feel like some of these guys. Woo, some of the I might want to pull them out a little bit earlier than that. So we're gonna go for that color. That color on Pac-Man is perfect. I think that's the color we're going for. All right. And again, because they're hot, when they're hot, you want to roll them in the cinnamon sugar dip, and it allegedly holds on to the cinnamon and sugar. So that's what I'm trying to do right quick while we don't overcook Pac-Man in his brilliance and greatness over there. Let's flip him. He's got a little bit more to go. I think we're okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Also, my dude, Cola, we're also rocking some Cosmos tonight. This is the first time I've done some Cosmopolitans, and they're decent. Like, these are, not for the weak-hearted, with at least 2 ounces of alcohol on a per-drink basis. They're packing punch, like this Pac-Man that I just brought out. We're going to dip this dude. Dipping this dude. We're going to put him on top. And we're just going to, as we drop it, we're going to pour the cinnamon sugar over top of him. And we're going to get started on the big boys. We're going to get started on the big boys because it's big boy time. It's time for the big boys. Okay, so here we go. We screwed around. We got a feeling for how this is going to go down. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to read ahead on the recipe a little bit because I think I'm supposed to use just granulated sugar, not the actual cinnamon. So as we dunk them in, we're going to pull them out, and I'm going to throw them into a bowl of sugar, basically, and then set them aside on the rack. Before then, we stick a straw. We're going to jam a giant straw. Baby, do we have a giant straw?
Yeah, we have huge bubble tea straws.
Yeah, where are they at?
Right there.
Right here. Giant straw. We're going to jam this giant straw down the middle and then shove the custard Bavarian filling that we prepped yesterday. So I think that's the game plan. So I'm going to double check game plan against what this is telling me. Add donuts in small batches. Fry about 1 minute per side. Oh, see? I was doing 30 seconds a side. Clearly, I was wrong. Remove to a cookie rack or other place where it can let excess oil drip. Coat donuts in sugar as soon as possible because they have to be warm to make sugar stick to them. What the hell? Oh, wait for donuts to cool down. Okay, so that's what we're doing. So I'm going to get a bowl. And we're just going to sauce. We're going to sauce a bunch of, not AP flour. We're going to sauce a bunch of sugar.
I'm going to refill your sugar.
We need a lot of sugar. So I'm just going to throw a bunch of sugar in this bowl. Like,
There's a lot of sugar.
There's a lot of sugar in this bowl.
It's okay, we have a lot of sugar downstairs.
It would probably be better for me to use a pasta bowl. In fact, as I'm saying that, I am going to get a pasta bowl instead of this bowl.
It's a good thing Santa got you pasta bowls for Christmas.
Oh. Yeah, for those wondering what the hell a pasta bowl is, I don't know what a pasta bowl is, but apparently this apparatus right here is called a pasta bowl. And, dude, there are still some pretty gnarly chunks of sugar, but that's a lot of granulated sugar hanging out in this pasta bowl. I'm going to put this on this rack right here. So we're going to start dunking these thick boys. Dude, look how big they got. Real classy ladies drink. Congrats. I hate you, Snook. You can kindly go,
Stuff.
What did your landlord tell you? Go piss up a rope? I don't understand that. Dude, they're over an inch thick now. So we cut these at about a half inch, and they started to get big. They got pretty big. Oh, dude. Oh, no. I almost got scared. I was like, they're not missing the middle. We weren't supposed to cut the middle out of these. We're filling them. Check. Roger. I'm on the same page. I need another sip of my drink. Prost to Bavarian cream, donut night, and Cosmos. However beautiful they are, Snook, get with the times. Suck it up. I appreciate you dropping in. All right. Here we go. We're a little under 350. I'm going to turn it up ever so slightly. And I'm going to use my little spider. We're going to use a spider. And we're going to drop in the first doughing nut. Here we go. I'm going to set my timer and set a 1 minute timer. Starting timer. Go. Okay. Grabbing it. I'm going to lay it in here. Boom. It doesn't even look like it's cooking. Okay, starting to bubble. We starting to bubble. I'm going to do one first, and then we'll go two at a time, and we might amp it up to three. And you're damn right. It's a classy ladies' drink. Apparently has something to do with Sex in the City. I wouldn't know anything about that, but I'm sure you do. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Dude, it's all bubbly. Look at that. These guys are going to be much easier to manage while flipping. I might actually just ditch the spider and go straight to the tongies. Straight to the tongies. 14. We got, that's a big old 10 seconds left. 9, 8-ish. Another sip of the drink, and we'll be ready to flip. Mm-hmm. Why did it... Okay, it reset to 30 for a second there. That is not as done as I want it. In fact, we're just going to flip it back over. Give it another couple secs. We'll see how long this goes. Maybe another 15 Mississippi. Another 15 Mississippi. I think is what we're looking for. Holding strong. Actually, we're not holding strong. I'm going to amp it up a little bit more. We're up in the juice. We fell from 350 to almost, I call it 330, which is why it might be taking a little bit longer. So we're watching that. How are we looking on the backside? That's looking a little bit better. I want to do the first one a little bit under, and we'll see if it continues to brown up. Like these guys, look at how much they continue to brown afterward. So I'm going to see if it does the same thing on this bad boy. I have no idea what to expect. No idea. But this Cosmo is decent. Anybody who says otherwise is just plain lying to you.
Yeah, but he said he was trying to tell you.
They're lying to you. For those joining in, we're doing Bavarian cream donuts filled with the Bavarian cream. And we're at the donut making section. What's up?
You made it too, homemade.
Oh, homemade everything. We made the dough, we made the cream, the custard. We made some Cosmos to go along with it because apparently, according to Cola, I'm a real classy lady. So, but I'm okay with that because this is actually a pretty legit drink. And out of 28 days of doing different mixology and different entrees, I had not yet done the Cosmos. So, something I had to get to. We're going to cap the cinnamon, wherever the hell that went to. Found it. Puppy dog is passed out on the floor. We're going to stop that. And reset this to 60 seconds. So right now we're averaging about 75 seconds aside. And this is what... Ooh, that's pretty. This is what the first one's looking like. Check this out. So that is about, I'm going to let the bottom go a little bit more, but dude, look at that. So it's going to continue to cook a little bit. So I am going to take it straight from here, and I'm going to try to change this a little bit. We got the sugar over here on top of the wire rack. It's on top of this like cast iron, what the hell is this thing called? The cast iron griddle. Thank you. And we're going to let it go a little bit. And like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to go straight from the oil into the sugar. And we're going to... Oh, I shouldn't be using this. That was a mistake. But while it's hot, you want to get the granulated sugar. Now that I've destroyed this thing. Granulated sugar added. That's a hell of a lot of sugar. Boom! We dropped it over there. I need to wash this off, and I'm actually going to get a spoon, and we're going to do the rest of that with a spoon. I'm going to make sure we wash this off Dry it off because oil and water, mixes like lamb and tuna fish. All right. So, number 2 ski. We're going to go like 3 at a time for this one because we're getting confident. There's a 1 ski. There's a 2 ski. And we got a 3 ski. We're cooking some donuts, yo. What do you need Top Pot for? Or what the hell's the other one? What's like the chain that you can like go and see them? They're up in like Burlington. Krispy Kreme. You don't need Krispy Kreme. You need some Bavarian cream. Homemade style. That's how we're rolling. That's what we're doing. All right, dude, look at this donut. Okay, we're going to go back into zoom in. This bad boy that I just pulled off. Look at that noise, dude. That noise looking good. Looking good. Oh, I didn't set a timer. That's about 15 seconds. We still need to amp up the energy a little bit. And by energy, I mean temperature. We're going to start our 1-minute timer now. That's a nowski. We're going to take another sip of our drink. Prost! Finish this bad boy off. After we finish cooking these, we need to make another round of the Cosmo.
Do you have another weak one?
Yep. Going nicely. Going nicely. Dude, do you see this donut over here? Do you see this donut over here? Right? Like, what? I didn't know I was capable of making something that actually looked legit. Turns out, anything's possible. Cheers. The last bit. Cosmo down the hatch, and let's go back in. We're about 10 seconds away from flipping these bad boys that we just threw in.
You're such a hypocrite. You
Love it?
Oh, yeah,
Hey, Fortnite. You need to calm down over there. Okay, we're going to dismiss that timer. Should we flip these guys? Oh, that might be a little early. We're going to flip them a little early, and we'll toss them back over as they go. We'll see if it continues to brown on the top. So I'm going to up this to a minute 30. And we'll start that. Dude, yeah, it is dropping in temperature. I keep turning it up. We're down to like 300. So, yeah. Actually, before we go, we're standing on the other side. Dude, it's puffing up. I'm indecisive. I can't help it. I gotta see that other side brown up nicely like the other ones before we commit to the next side. We gotta do it. You know what else we gotta do is I'm gonna save that. Skills. All right, we're gonna take you over here. We're actually gonna start on the next round of Cosmos while these are going. That's how confident we are in our not knowing what the hell we're doing, making Bavarian cream-filled donuts for the first time. The more stuff you put in, the more your temp drops.
that's true.
Is that like Newton's fourth law? Like you just dropping dimes like that? Is that what happens? Angry? I see how it is.
When it comes to
F equals MA.
to baking and cooking, you should listen to him because
All actions have an equal and opposite reaction. And motion will stay in motion. And then the more stuff you put in, the cooler shit gets. Dynamite dropping, Danny. That announcing school really paid off. Hold on. We got to restart this. I gotta give him a hard time, dude. This is the first time I've seen you in a while, my guy. I appreciate you. I love you. These are gonna be amazing. Whatever the temperature, that's all I'm saying. And also, I'm gonna make you a Cosmo, and I'm gonna drink it for you. How about that? Because this is how we're rolling. We're getting ice in a shaker. We're getting some vodka. It's better with the citron vodka. But if you don't have citron vodka, don't substitute. But I'm substituting. So we're using Kettle One, Holland Special.
We don't have citron
Love
vodka?
it. I think we did. I think we gave it away. Just give it away.
Did you check downstairs?
I did not check downstairs. The only thing downstairs is all my Jack.
No, in the cafe room.
Oh, I did not check downstairs in the captain room.
Did you want me to check
That would be fantastic because I would actually like to try one if we do have the citron vodka.
The liquor that Mary didn't take, I put it in a black crate that was sitting in the pantry down there.
Okay. We have
I was trying to declutter
2.5 ounces. That's
recluttered it.
2.5 ounces of citron or of regular vodka. Dude, these bad boys. Okay, I said I was gonna take them out one at a time. I was supposed to get a utensil. We're gonna get a spoon. We're gonna sugar this up, and then we're gonna get it out. This guy looks like a clam. That's okay. We're gonna shut off that timer so it's not obnoxious. We're on a little bit of a time crunch. It's okay. We're gonna get this out. Throw it in the sugar bowl. We're gonna toss some sugar on it. Give it a little tosky. Mm-hmm. Sure, that's a hockey player from somewhere in Canada. And throw that on the grate. We're gonna grab the next bad boy. Throw that in the sugar. Send it a little sweetness. Little sugar train from Spaghetti Bowl Town or Pasta Bowl Town, whatever that is. Dude, some of these are looking decent.
This is all the alcohol that wasn't on the booze shelf that we have.
I don't see citron vodka. I have a question though. I gotta ask. Like, what the hell's up with this? I've got some of them are separating a little bit. Love the setup. Dude, Maverick Kaiser, appreciate you. Careful on the back end when your oil gets super hot. Look at this. So apparently my dough wasn't like perfectly rolled or something because somebody sabotaged the ass end of these donuts. Look at this. Dude, there's it looks like a crab, like it's layered. But, you know, no hating. We're throwing that.
Pomegranate vodka.
We're throwing that in. Nope, just looking for citron. Citron vodka.
But when I inventory the shelf, I need to add these anyways. So, ooh, this would have been good in the hot chocolates.
Yep. Is that creme de menthe? What is that?
No, there's creme de cacao.
Oh yeah. Also would have been good. All right.
We got some drambuie. We've got some chambord. We got some peach schnapps. We got sour apple.
Okay, so don't judge me on all of them. When you're making 12, I'm not gonna get them all perfect. Some of them are coming out a little weird. You know. Speaking of a little weird, we're almost back up to 350, and we're a vodka in as far as making this next Cosmo. So we're gonna add an ounce of the cranberry juice. That's Snook's. I keep calling you Snook. Angry Cola's favorite, what is the soda is angry. That's, favorite juice. So you got to add some of that in there. That one's for you.
This is mine.
We're gonna do a half ski of the lime. We're gonna do a full ounce of the Cointreau. Little mixology at the same time, and we got cranberry, vodka, Cointreau, lime juice, orange garnish already. We're gonna give this a shake, yo. Where'd the other half of the shaker go? What?
Right here.
JJ, what? Found it. We're good.
I think tomorrow.
It's the wind-up and the pitch.
I think I'm gonna do the inventory tomorrow if I can.
All right. Shake that all up. Give our mix into a preferably chilled glass, like this one. We're gonna bring this back around. Do a little close up. I already have the garnish in. Ideally, a chilled glass. You can even look at that.
Dear God,
Perfect
donuts
coupe.
now. Is that Spidey?
Spidey? No. Wait, what?
Yeah, Spidey.
Oh, it is Spidey. What up, Spidey? Dear God. Hell yeah, we're doing donuts, my guy. That's how we roll. I'm not burning anything right now. We're a little past tree fitty. We're going to take down the flame a little bit. We got to make the wife one of these Cosmos because, we're classy like that. Got to take care of the woman, the judge. She is, after all, dictating where all these rank against the past 27 dishes and drinks that we have made. So we're going to make this one a little bit different.
Firmly stand by my top tier entrees.
Top tier entrees. Oh, what up? That looks good as F. Dude, Maverick, I appreciate you. So we're going to mix this one up a little bit. We're going to do 1 ounce of the vodka. And we're going to add an extra 1.5 of the cranberry. Sorry, I said 1.5. An extra 1 of the cranberry. We're going to go a full ounce of the lime, which I think finishes it off. It does nicely. And then we're doing an ounce of the Cointreau. And wifey's. Whoop, we're not straining yet. We're not to the strain train party yet. Hold on, a little left-handed shake? Dude. How awkward is the left-handed shake? Dancing is not my forte. All right, here we go. We're going to strain this out. And we got Cosmo numero dos.
I'm a little scared at how easily these Cosmos go down
Dude.
into operating hot oil.
These Cosmos are legit. Oh, and we just passed. We passed 350 by a bunch. So we're gonna turn this. We're gonna turn this down.
Sloshed with Manhattans, but I'm gonna.
Dude,
gonna
Cosmos,
cut you off
yo.
soon.
Cosmos. Hold up. We got. Dude, Spidey says Bavarian cream is his favorite. Hell yeah. I might have to save you one. But Carl, yep. Maverick looking like Tom Cruise from Cocktail with those shaker moves. That's what, I mean, I'd like to say that's what I'm going for, but I feel like that's even like an unachievable distance from what I'm doing. Why haven't you learned good shaking or mixing tricks? So Spidey, straight up, what I need to get is like those, the Barkeep's actual... whatever, alcoholic containers that you put stuff in and I can start doing flips and stuff. That's next level. Next level. Next level. Oh shit, I'd love that if you managed to save me one. Yeah, that is going to happen. Going to happen. Alright, so first of all, Prost! Cheers to all the newcomers as I spill everything and hopefully not in. Okay. There's now a little bit of Cosmo in this oil. So dude, straight up, do you see all the drippings? Dude, this is so good. Okay, do you see some of these dots? Oh, you can't really see it. It might be at the bottom. These are not normal, and the reflection's killing it. I'm gonna try to hide it.
See him. It looks like
Oh yeah. It looks like blood. That's Cosmo. So cheers, Prost. Thanks for hanging out. We're about to finish up some Bavarian cream donuts.
I feel like you should put my laptop on a stand or something.
Dude, your laptop's fine. It's on its last leg. We're just waiting for the dog to kick it over again and we can get a new one.
That was a baby last time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, every kid has dropped this thing. It's just the dog that's left. Okay, where did my donuts go? Here's my donuts. We need to clean off our space. 2 seconds. We're going to make some way for what's important. We got our Cosmos in our mouth. Don't believe anything that the soda that it's angry is saying. These Cosmos are delicious. Although, according to the wife, where'd they rank? They're on the
strong one.
Oh, they're on the top of the bottom third.
Yeah.
So the only things below it are Old Fashioned, Ujuju Melanie, El Rebujito, the Highball, Sidecar. How is the Sidecar on the bottom?
I'm drunk when I do these.
Dude, this Sidecar is amazing. Aperol Spritz, Rose Apple, and the Negroni, and there's one other one. But dude,
I feel like
Sidecar's on the bottom?
The first tier I remember really liking. After the first tier, it all kind of blurs together.
Cheers. All right. Let's get to going. We're going to get to going. We got 2, 4, 6. We have 7 left, and we're going to start going 3 at a time. Dude, this is so warm. Okay, we're supposed to be operating this heavy machinery at 370 or 350. We're currently above 375.
Yeah.
but I ain't scared. We're just gonna pay a little bit closer attention to the amount of time that we're fucking throwing this shit in.
That's why the big deep fryer we have is cool because it controls the temperature for you.
All right, so we're going 3 at a time.
Pick this up right here.
3 at a time. 3 at a time seems safe. And it suggests 60 seconds.
She ranks the drinks you make. I rank everything you make.
Yeah, so we are 21 days in, or 28 days in, and she has ranked every entree, every drink on both sides of a board over here on our right. Can you actually see the
In
fridge?
my defense, that wasn't my idea.
In
He
frame?
asked me to do it.
Oh, you can't. So those white things over there, as I just moved it, this is the board. So at the top is the Canadian Caesar for the drinks. At the top is Japanese chicken karage. At the bottom is Polish pierogies and the
Negronis.
is it Italian? Is
Yeah.
the Negroni Italian? I think it's an Italian Negroni. So there's woo! These are browning up quick, yo. Johnny on the spot. How much time was that? Dude, that was 40 seconds. Okay, we're flipping these guys. Got to pay close attention. That's so fun. Dude, I agree. It makes a good little game of stuff. Alex. Well, I've essentially just detailed the pram noise. It's so effing clean now. I don't think I'll be letting Joe back in.
That's like what you
Yeah.
did with the car.
Now, yeah, exactly. I just detailed the cars today, and every time I do that, I'm like, all right, it's time to sell the car because I don't want to do that again. So you might want to consider that with the pram.
My minivan.
All right, so this is what these donuts are looking like. So they brand up right quick. I got a little scared. The middle, because it's a little recessed, is a little lighter. These continue to cook though after I take them off, and that's what they look like after I toss them straight into the sugar and then onto the rack. So these are looking.
Cosmo will help
These are
flavor
looking
the
solid.
middle. Cosmo flavored.
The Cosmo flavor, yeah. BT Dubs. There's Cosmo in the oil that is, that is what we're cooking with. So, cheers, prost to the Bavarian cream donut night. I appreciate you all coming and checking us out. Hanging with us. We, ooh, look at that top. Hold on, we got to go in for a close up. These are looking solid.
If you grab it from the side, do you want to indent the middle?
I'm not gonna indent the middle. These are looking sweet, and they're blooming. You see this ring? I don't know. Oh, I just wrecked that one. I just ignored the wife with exactly what she said, and I just I wrecked one. So we're gonna do 2, and then we have 2 more at the end. Shh, I didn't screw that up. We're good. Okay. Again, emphasis on the I don't know what the hell I'm doing. You're seeing it firsthand. Oh, dude, this is interesting actually. The fact that I cross-sectioned the shit out of that donut. Like, it is super fluffy. Like, super fluffy in the middle. Super fluffy.
And then, but later on, when you're trying to fill it with Bavarian cream, it's nice if you don't indent the middle, because then it's more, like you said, fluffy.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Just saying. Just saying. Man, meatloaf. Just saying.
Oh, that's funny. I should have the Hartman and
Meatloaf? All right. What are these? We got a little bit to go. But yes, I need to be a little bit more careful. Don't grab them by the middle. That's a Texas size 10-4 with a party foul. Rip.
And that's why you should listen. Thanks, Alex, for always having my back. I love you. Alex always has my back.
And that's why you should listen. I tried listening. It hurt.
You didn't. You blatantly ignored.
It kind of hurt. So, can't stop once I've started because it
Admiral
stings.
Slam says it helps to have a spider skimmer to handle the donuts in the oil.
Yeah.
Wow, shocking. It's like you have one of those that you're not using.
Where'd it go? It's right here. So, if this is what you're referring to,
That is a spider.
okay. We're going to set this aside and try to use this on Admiral Slam. Okay, your name is fantastic. B, You might be dropping dimes right here, and I totally discarded this thing to start with because I'm like, these tongs are so much better. And then I punctured the shit out of the top of one. So, turns out, you might be onto something. So we're going to go ahead and use the spider to flip these over right quick. And, if I was good at flipping...
Finesse,
Woo!
Finesse.
Turns out that's a little warm, but that is amazing. Spider Scammer. Dude. Yeah, that was a pro tip. I'm using this, it's like I'm barbecuing or something. It might be like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But I appreciate you. Thanks for the tip. Love it. I'm gonna brush off a little bit of the sugar. This is the donut. This is the donut that I effed up, by the way. Check this out. This is fantastic. Look at this, dude. It's like Crater Lake over here. You ever been to the Grand Canyon? Bavarian donut style? Tong right through the middle. Because I'm graceful AF. Love it. Admiral Slam. Also, wait until you accidentally drop a donut and splash the hot oil until one of them slips out of the top. All right. I'm a little more graceful than that. I'd like to say that you're shaking your head no. Like, between you and me, you're more graceful than I am.
In the kitchen.
You are more knowledgeable.
Finesse.
You have more patience. There's no way that if you're trying to allude to me being less graceful or finessey than you, I don't know, man. Them there. We're gonna agree to disagree right now. That's what's gonna happen. Oreo Slime! Penelope Snook! Heck yeah, Penny! Welcome to the stream. We're making some donuts, and I'm burning the crap out of them right now. That's what's... Oh, it's actually picture perfect!
Language now.
I know. I am. Fancy Feet is over here, and we are throwing...
Fiona calls you Fancy Feet.
Dude,
I think Penelope does.
they both do. Fancy Feet all day long, because on the soccer field, which, by the way, not been on the soccer field for a minute, and that's a problem. Probably...
On the contrary, you haven't self-injured in like a year.
I will straight up say the single biggest thing that I've been missing during the COVID shenanigan bullshits is soccer. Like, yeah, for sure. All right, folk. We have two more. Alex says you're welcome, Kathy, because she's always got your back. We got two more. We're throwing these biscuits. By biscuits, I mean donuts. Last two, we're throwing them in the sauce. They're now a little below 350. We're gonna turn it up, dude. Like, keeping fry oil at the correct temperature is like I'm calling it here. You heard it here first. Impossible. It is. It's not possible.
Now you know why when you guys were like, Kathy make tempura, Kathy make chicken kadage. Now you see I'm like, it's so much work and a mess. Now you know why.
The knowledge is power.
G.I.
Joe. Pork chop sandwiches. Get the body massage. Sorry. All right.
But now that you're so good at chicken karage, I don't have to worry about making it.
Dude, chicken karage is amazing. By the way, at the top of the list, so Top Gear Style, she's ranked for 27 days. All of the entrees, things that I've made, and also all the mixology. Top of the list, chicken karage. Bottom of the list, Polish pierogies.
But it's not the pierogies' fault.
It is not the pierogies' fault.
I love pierogies. I just didn't love those.
My execution was slightly lacking, I will admit. I probably made the pierogies almost as thick as these goddamn donuts. And that might have prevented, I don't know, me filling the pierogies appropriately.
The pierogies,
Prost! Continue.
I froze them and there's like a whole gallon-sized Ziploc of them. We should put them in a dumpling soup.
That sounds
we should
amazing.
Make like a European dumpling.
Admiral Slam says my favorite donuts are rum-soaked raisin, cinnamon, apple. Fucking what? My God, guy. So straight up, my wife specifically requested Bavarian cream filled. If I did not do these, I would have done apple fritters. Next level is this rum-soaked shenanigan that you just threw down. You need to DM me what the hell that is, because that straight up sounds amazing. And I'm supposed to do empanadas on Wednesday, but dude, that sounds amazing. We might do that instead. Wifey.
I just thought of one other thing that you might, so since that day is still up in the air, empanadas, or you could make a tiramisu.
Tiramisu?
It's actually
You have my attention.
That's another one of the things where I made you, oh, this is
Dude,
good. And then you critiqued
tiramisu.
the hell out of it, and I was like, oh.
Tiramisu, like, I will say straight up, I actually really like tiramisu.
Did you like the one I made you?
I don't remember the one you made me.
I have a picture of it.
I have bought
It was on
many.
a Tuesday night.
I have bought many a tiramisu. Ooh.
And I put the cocoa powder
Yeah, I
in the
might
top.
actually remember that. Yeah,
it turned out really good.
Okay.
So
Okay.
maybe you should do that.
Okay, I'm gonna look up tiramisu. We might have to do that on
But I was
Wednesday.
actually more excited about the empanadas. If I could choose, I would actually still go by empanadas. I just want to see you make a tiramisu. But if I
Okay.
had to choose, empanadas.
All right, we got the last two donuts. We're trying to flip over here using our spider basket as. So, oh, dude, I totally missed Maverick Slam. Reminds me of my birthday story. Tossed in sugar. All right. That's fantastic on like 3 different levels. There's kids around, so we'll just say that, my dude, any day that ends in birthday and sugar is a good day. And I will drink to that. Prost! Mm-hmm.
Alex said
All right.
tiramisu is
Tiramisu, literally the best. Okay.
Should I
We
make
might
it for my birthday?
have to
You
throw
should
down.
make it on my birthday.
We might have to throw down. No. I'm considering doing this Wednesday. Because we only have we have 4 days left. So after today, we have 3 days left of our December challenge, right? So we might have to do tomorrow is Char Sui Bao. So we're doing a bao, and we're actually making the homemade barbecued pork for the filling. The day after, I was currently planning on doing empanadas. If we want to throw down some tiramisu, that actually sounds pretty legit.
Okay.
I might be on board with that. I might be on board with
Then
that.
you make empanadas.
I might love that. Admiral Slam, dude. The puff pastry version of donuts are known as cronuts. You have to explain that, dude. I don't know what cronuts means. I don't know which way to take that because
Pastry donuts. like croquembouche?
I could go with what?
Like a croquembouche? Croquembouche is like a
I am
cream
not
puffs
familiar
that-
with that term.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out what a croquembouche. But a croquembouche is a French dessert where it's a bunch of cream puffs and it's like in a big tower. And so I wonder if it's like that, like cream.
Maverick says, catch you later, guys. See you next stream. Can't wait to see what's on the menu. Dude, Maverick, appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out. We'll be around the same time tomorrow, 7:30-ish. I appreciate you. Thanks for the follow, my guy. All right. We're almost done with these donuts. Here's the last 2. And we're about to toss these out of here. They're almost Dunsky. Almost Dunsky.
Complete with a slight cosmopolitan flavor.
And this Cosmo
If that
has
burns the
been
bottom and stains my pan, you owe me a new one.
pretty amazeballs, I gotta say. Pretty amazing. Croissant plus
serious.
donut equal cronut. Okay. That was the bit that I was missing. Croissant and donut. So I have never made croissant before. And I was tempted, but it's actually like it looks it looks deceivingly difficult.
That's what you were going to. You're still
I
going to.
was.
No, you are. You're doing baklava, right?
I'm doing baklava instead of croissant, which is different.
But it's still puff pastry.
Equally difficult.
Yeah, it's still puff pastry.
Equally
They're
difficult.
both puff pastries.
For sure.
Yeah. So you're
For
still
sure.
doing the puff
So I am
pastry,
doing
you're still
on the 31st. So is that Thursday? I think that's Thursday.
Thursday, yeah.
I am going to be doing a Greek pistachio baklava. And that
place
is...
that we went to on our 5th date.
Say what?
It's inspired by a place we went to on our 5th date when we first started dating.
I'm going to pretend like I know exactly what you're referring
We
to.
went to that restaurant.
Oh, Alpha.
On our
Or
5th date.
the mom and pop place, the
Yeah,
Greek.
up in Lake Forest Park.
Yeah, what? I actually...
It's
name
got, like,
eludes
a
me.
really American
Yes.
name.
Yeah.
Like,
But dude, okay.
American
So straight up. At this restaurant, it's a mom and pop joint, Mount Lake Terrace, other side of Mount Lake Terrace,
That is
toward Lake Forest Park.
It is Lake Forest
It's
Park.
toward Lake
It was
Forest
down
Park.
the street from my house. I live in Lake
Yeah.
Forest Park.
But there are two things that I did not realize that were Greek that are amazing and you need to put in your mouth. One, I'm a beer connoisseur, not that hip on Pilsner beer, but as Pilsner beers go, if you're a fan of like the Stella Artois area, Alpha as a Greek beer, 2 thumbs up.
Oh, with
Second-
the Euro? Oh.
Second, the pistachio baklava that is a Greek baklava. Oh my god. So
Are
we're
you gonna
ending.
tell the story about the cute grandma?
We're ending on that. Making puff pastry is easy. Just time. Okay, hold up.
Can we
I
talk
have
about
not
a guy
done
who
this.
was married
Yeah. No. Soda's throwing it down, dude. Like, I almost made puff pastry for the what did I do? Oh, the beef Wellingtons. And I started looking at that and I was like, dude, it's 4 hours long. So, I've not planned out the baklava yet, but I think it has to be thinner than the store-bought puff pastry. So that's likely going to be an all-day stream. Like, I'm committing to the fact that on the 31st, it's just going to take all day. Like, that's just going to happen. Just going to happen. Admiral Slam says there's a French pâtissier baker in Paris that streams on Twitch while he's making literally hundreds of croissants, baguettes, etc. Help to know some French to understand what he says, though. Because, dude, the only thing in French I know is apparemment on te bercé trop près de moi. And if you want to know what that means, because the only things I care to learn in other languages are insults, apparemment on te bercé trop près de moi means apparently your parents rocked you too close to the wall. It's the best. The best. Dude, the French have some, like, there are 2 things from what I have gathered about French culture. Number 1 and number 2 things that they care about are their language and their food. Yo, like, I love the fact that in today, like 2020, like the US social bullshit, I'm not going to get into it a ton, but the fact that the French love conversation so much. So much. All of it's off. The French love conversation so much that they'll shut you down immediately, expecting that not to be the end of the conversation. Like, they just want discussion. Like, they want an argument. Like, there's so much that I like. I need to know more about French culture. Like, I love it. Fun stuff. Baklava uses phyllo dough, not puff pastry. So I would love to. Fun stuff. Can you tell me the difference? I was actually trying to figure this out. What the difference between phyllo and puff pastry is? Because what I was reading was phyllo related, but I actually don't know the difference between phyllo and puff pastry.
So phyllo dough has almost no fat. It's mostly flour and water and can dry out easily.
But as far as I can figure it out, it still takes about 3 to 4 hours to make. Like, both puff pastry and phyllo make take about 4 hours. Obis says also move that oil out of the way from the edge. Obis, dude. Why don't you want to see a shit show over here, dude? I was about to spill that oil on my dog, set her on fire. I was going to show you, like, CPR, how to take control of the All right, just kidding. I appreciate you. Thank you for preventing that. Initial dough takes 20 minutes, then roll out every 30 to 45. Okay. I studied in Paris for a summer, and I traveled to learn different recipes and foods. Admiral Slam, dude. Okay, hold up. pause, Admiral Slam, I gotta know, like, your jam. Like, what's the one thing that is, like, next level that you've seen, learned, tasted, whatever? Like, what's the thing that's sticking in your mind? For me, I didn't get introduced to Asian foods until super late in life, and it opened up this whole area. And I'm about to make one tomorrow that blew my mind the first time I had it. With the char siu bao. Like bao, I'm doing a baked version, but there's steamed bao, there's baked bao, and the soup dumplings as well. Blew my mind. Probably didn't have those for the first time until maybe like 5 or 6 years ago. They're Chinese, yes.
Yeah. You're biased there.
I'm saying Korean barbecue. My wife's Korean. She's flipping me shit that I just called out Chinese. But like, dude, Japanese, Korean, Filipino, Thai, Vietnamese, Chinese. Yeah. Like, this food did not exist in my, like, space until the last decade. And I blame my my education for not showing me the culture that is the amazing food the world has to offer. So, Fun Stuff says, it's the way it's made. I would recommend just buying frozen phyllo dough rather than make it yourself. You do not understand the concept of the challenge for the last day. This is last day. We're making phyllo. We're making it. Last day on the 31st.
You're holding that almost like a kendo grip.
Like a baseball bat?
No, I was gonna say it's almost like a kendo grip. Just
Hold
like
on, you gotta do some like...
Ichido style? Well, no.
Alright. We got distracted. I apologize. Flaming apple brandy crepes using the... Oh, dude. Okay, this is Slam coming back. Flaming apple brandy crepes using the Calvados apple liqueur with French ice cream and whipped cream. Fresh. Can you write that down, please?
Yeah.
Yep. Dude, we're making note. I might make a special episode because I'm stoked about everything that you just said right there. I understood maybe 4 words. And I want to check this shit out because straight up, like, I don't know what living is if it's not putting the best of everything in your mouth. Like, that is straight up. Oh, God. I'm stoked. I appreciate...
Welcome to my world.
I appreciate it. Maybe have Frozen as back. Oh, no. I will have... I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right. Is it phyllo? Philo? Philo?
I think everyone says philo.
Yeah. I will totally have some backup. I'm going to try to make it. Fun Stuff says, you have to roll that dough out paper thin, and then you need so many of them. Dude, it's baklava! I am throwing down the... Dude, yes. Baklava fascinates me, dude. Super thin, so many layers.
Philo.
I don't know. Philo.
According to Fun Stuff.
Don't know how long it takes, but I am going to beginning to end. We're going to 100% that shit because that's how we roll. Last day. We're doing last day. I don't care if I have to start the stream the day before and 36-hour crunch that. We're doing it.
That's some dedication.
That's what we're doing. Okay, we're getting a little sidetracked. I need to figure out what we're doing next. Philo. Yeah, both Fun Stuff and Alex are correcting me. I appreciate you.
I thought it was philo.
I appreciate you. Oh, no. I said it first that way. So, okay. So, check it out. So, first of all, we screwed up a couple. We got a little close-up cam.
Dude, my mom is waiting on her damn donuts.
I'm going to bring... Dude, Spidey, too. Like, he's looking... Oh, your mom downstairs. Yeah. Okay. So, we have some... This isn't confectioner sugar. What is this sugar? Granulated sugar. We have some granulated. I can't even talk. Granulated.
What happens when you have too many Cosmos?
Quiet you.
Soon you're gonna have to kick off your heels and go flat-footed.
Hey now. Okay. Check this out though. Hold up. So other than about one of these look pretty decent. Whoa. I almost dropped a couple to Lana right there. Lana almost had a couple. Okay. Do you see these? These look pretty decent. There's a couple that look like clams, like oyster clam, gooey ducks, about to like emerge and sink your ship.
Duck is long.
No, I know. But this is about the size of a gooey duck shell if it emerged.
I love gooey duck.
Yeah. Okay. I straight fucked this one up. Do you see that? But do you see like the potential for the filling? Like it's so good. You don't want to be keeping a mom waiting while donuts.
And my mom rarely requests food.
Yeah. And she wants donuts.
She special texted me to say that she wanted your donuts.
Okay. We're working on it.
Trying to keep the mother-in-law happy.
Wait for donuts to cool down. We've done that. Using a straw, poke a hole on the side of each donut. Place chilled Bavarian cream in a pastry bag and pipe the filling into the center of each donut.
It's not totally chilled right now.
What?
It's not really chilled because it's been sitting out, right?
No.
What?
Please don't.
Your Bavarian cream.
Follow me.
No, it was super chilled, and it is chilled now. I thought you were talking about the donuts.
No.
We've talked enough that we're perfect. Holy smokes. Admiral Slam. There's also a fluffy souffle omelet cooked in cast iron pan
You speak my language.
over a wood fire from a restaurant that's over 300 years old at a famous Mont Saint Michael monastery in Normandy. You can look up the recipe. Omelette la mer. Is it la mer shit? What is la mer? Pollard on YouTube. Can you please do that?
Yeah, I got it.
Oh my Christ. You had me at fluffy souffle omelet, dude. Like, that sounds amazing. Okay. We're going to start poking holes. We're going to start poking holes in these beautiful donuts. So I'm taking these donuts and just like trying to negotiate an entrance into the middle of them. And then there's...
I'm surprised the dog didn't go running after that.
Yeah, that one was I went a little shallow.
A little bit more smooth. You can start with a chopstick, open up
Nope.
a little hole, and then.
Nope.
Okay.
Accepting challenge.
Okay. This is your show. You do what you want.
Yeah. Oh, that one was beautiful. Did you see that? Okay. Okay, we're getting better at this. We're getting better.
Donut violation on stream.
Oh, Miss Dude, this is why I love you, my guy. All right. Shit. I got a little close to the bottom on that one again. I mean, shoot.
Language.
Shoot. Dude, this is mature content filter.
Is it?
Yeah. I've got mature content on.
Mature cooking show?
Yeah. Goddamn right. That's how... Oh. I screwed the pooch on that one. We're putting that one aside. This one's aside too. We're good. We're not getting voted those ones out. This is more difficult than it looks. I said that, and this one was perfect. Do you see that? No bottom ridging. Didn't bust out the top. Straight down the middle. That's a strike. Love it. Okay, we're coming back to this one. Straight down the middle. Mm-hmm. We got that one already. That one. Okay, couple more. Straight down the middle. You can actually feel it start to come out of the backside.
Salad for salad looks difficult. Yeah.
Dude,
Looks like
it's not easy. It's not easy. Again, I can start to feel it on this side while I pushed it through. Another perfect one, though.
Oh, Alex says that that was one of the things that they had a shortage of was cream-filled donuts.
Dude.
Is that a boba straw? Yes, it is.
Goddamn right.
We have a collection of those. Reusable. They're reusable boba straws.
Okay, so here's the deal. I need to take a sip of this drink.
Have you ever had alcoholic bubble tea? Because it's amazing.
I have not.
You haven't?
I have not.
Okay, Jenny and I have had a lot.
Okay, so we have our Bavarian cream that was refrigerated for 24 hours. We took it out of the fridge about 2.5 hours ago. And now I am going to plop it into said piping a bag with a fancy end because we're going to tip the shit out of it. And that's how it's going to go. So I'm going to grab
I've got you a spatula already.
Spatula, not my current spatula. This, my mom just got my wife a couple of spatulas. Super appreciate them. Thank you, Mom, if you're watching. And we are going to pipe the custard. Dude, this is so thick. I'm scared. This is not gonna work.
It can't be thicker than my cream puff filling. If it's thicker than my cream puff filling, you're in trouble. Here, just break it up. Just break it up.
I got it.
Go.
Dude.
You can do it. I believe in you.
I might have to heat this up.
No. Why don't you?
Okay, I'm cutting this up.
Why don't you start with a little bit? Don't fill the whole piping bag. Use like a little bit.
Okay, we're gonna get a close up. Show you what we're dealing with. This is like, use a whisk. I don't know, yo. Looks like you guys want way more limes. Oh, got way more limes. We do. Yo, so again, we're doing mixology for a while. And
Matt went to the store and got more limes.
yeah, we did get way more limes. Okay, fun stuff. Is that fun stuff?
Yeah.
Yep. All right. I will believe everything fun stuff says. So we're gonna grab a middle whisk. I'm actually gonna grab a little bit bigger bowl while I'm over here. I apologize if you guys are stuck on Zoom mode for a split second.
Here, I'll do finger puppets for that. This is a dog. Wait, is this a dog? Wait.
You're done. Get out of here.
Okay.
Service is no longer required.
I was trying to help.
Dude, even trying to get this thing into here. Come on. Transfer. I just threw the bowl at the pan. Dude, this stuff is sticky. Did you see that?
Might be the Cosmos.
It might be the Cosmos. Dude, these Cosmos, worth it. Worth it! Okay, we're gonna get the rest of this out. Okay, we got the majority of the rest of it out. I'm gonna whisk this. Custard looks like mashed potato. Dude, this is a custard. And we made it yesterday. It's been in the fridge for about 24 hours. And it's thick. This is actually looking pretty good right now. It's pretty thick, and this is going to go into this donut nicely now. Good call, fun stuff. This is, I appreciate the call out, dropping dimes, saving my ass. Love it. Love it. Use a spatula, get the rest. Totally. So we're gonna zoom out for a second because my back hurts. And we're gonna fill this piping bag or whatever. I gotta use a spatula then to get it out of the whisk. Yeah. Too many utensils.
It's the same
Stealing too many stuff. Like, oh.
But just be glad they used that whisk and not a balloon whisk, because then you'd never get it out.
Yep,
or it'd
truth.
be a lot more baking.
Okay, that was actually fairly painless. Okay.
Don't knock over the Cosmo glass. If you bump that mason jar, there you go.
All right. Into the piping bag.
You might need to tap it.
Get in there. Get in there. Okay. Allegedly, this is enough filling for 20 donuts. What did we make? We made 12. We sabotaged like 4 of them. So really we have 8 that we're going to judge. We're going to see how this goes. We're going to see how this goes. Here we go.
If there's any cream left over, I'm sure the toddler would.
Oh yeah. This cream is legit good. Dude, so I've never made anything that required you filleting open a vanilla bean and like getting the seeds out and then boiling it together, or not boiling, just under boiling it with milk. Like it was awesome. I did not realize. And then it all came out and there were all the little seeds like you see in vanilla ice cream. With French vanilla ice cream, I was going to say.
It's a learning experience.
Dude, super big learning experience. Because, like, I don't know. I've never actually been that close to a French vanilla bean. before.
Yeah, I thought it was funny when you saw one for the first time. You're like,
Dude,
what is this? It's like,
it was,
vanilla bean.
It was life altering. It was a life altering experience. Use a spatula, spoon, and bite for the wrecked ones.
Yeah.
I'm gonna set these. What does that even mean?
Use a spoon and just.
Yeah. Why a spoon, cousin?
Because it's dull. You turn it apart.
I love my wife. Okay, we're putting these four in the back because they're all wrecked.
Get wrecked.
We got these ones up front because they're the best ones.
Hurry up before my mom falls asleep.
Okay. Dude, do you see how much cream we have? We don't have a lot of cream. I'm a little scared.
They fill up fast.
Okay. So, I don't know how this works. I'm going to like rotate
You twist.
and twist.
Yeah, you twist and go. Yeah.
And
You got it.
I am just going to start filling. It's coming out the bottom.
There, that's perfect. Nah, a little overboard.
Okay. I'm not in close-up cam. I apologize. We got one that came out a little bit more than it should have. Just pretend that it's upright like that. Here comes number 2.
You can, as you fill, you can use a pastry scraper to push the cream back down to help the tip.
Pastry scraper. I don't understand that.
Scraper to push the cream back down to the tip. Oh yeah. So the bench scraper, you can lay your pastry bag flat and you can scrape it down. If you need to.
Pastry.
You're fine. Keep going. So you
I-
use the cream in the bag.
I've had one too many Cosmos to understand what's happening there.
Yeah. It's cool. Salad for salads. I'll explain it to him when he gets a little.
Dude, I apologize. But dude.
You're very. I love you.
Dude, I am overfilling the shit out of these, but it's amazing because I want it half and half. Cream to
Yeah, you want a good ratio.
donut. And dude, this guy, legit
Is that
donut. Legit, that one and this one will be what we
I'm
get.
impressed you can do that one-handed because when I do cream puffs, it takes like all my strength.
I'm a little upset that the piping doesn't come out nicer because I was expecting the what do you call it? The end, the
Overfilling
tip.
them. Yeah. If you don't overfill
Look
them,
at it; it's like filling up as a.
Yeah. You can get a cute end if you don't overstuff them.
Gotta overstuff the fun stuff.
Don't forget to leave a tiny bit for your little dollop on top or whatever you wanted to do.
What dollop on top?
You did the fancy tip because you wanted to do a dollop on top.
Yeah, no, that was what I'm trying to do, and I'm failing.
You're overfilling them, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Real smooth one.
You don't want to be shy with cream, eh?
We have the ones that mattered. We have. I failed on making them pretty. I'm gonna try to do one of the failures pretty. Wait, did I not hole this one? I didn't even hole that one.
You could always do you could hold it more, turn it into a bowl, and then just cream the middle like a mountain.
I'm creaming this one, and we're gonna try to make it pretty. The only thing I care about this one is making it pretty. Dude, so the tip that I'm using, I don't know, man. Wife has smart idea. What was the wife's idea?
To make a bowl out of one of them, and then make like a little custard.
Oh yeah, I will do
And then we
that
have
on the next one.
We have like some berries and stuff. I think that like some blueberries.
You're making good points. This one, we're turning this one into a bowl.
And then just put some blueberries on top and call it a day.
That is almost all of the filling. We got a bowl. Okay. All right, we are basically. Oh, we got a little bit more for one last one.
Now this is where they said to use a bench scraper.
Why?
So to get every little tidbit out. So you clear some space right here, or you just.
Who's they?
What's an aluminum falcon?
What's an aluminum falcon?
Who said it?
Oh, dude, here's
I think
my
it's
best
salad-
secret tip.
no,
On
salad
Amazon,
for
look
salad
up
pen.
Henry and Henry Pastry, and you'll find fillings that are ready to pipe in many flavors and very reasonable. Good to know.
Just listen.
As you fill, you can use a pastry scraper to push the cream back in.
Pastry scraper.
Yep.
So if you want to get the last bits, got He is so stubborn.
I just nailed it.
He's just okay. But
Oh, dude, that is a cream fill.
it exploded through the
It did.
top.
It blew up through the top. We're gonna put that one right here.
Do you want to hear the cool idea?
Yes,
though?
I do.
Okay, we'll bring that back.
Okay, we gotta zoom out. We gotta zoom out for a second.
Okay.
I'm bringing this back.
So unravel it.
Unraveled.
Use a pastry scraper.
Using a pastry scraper. Hold the bag close and scrape from the outside. Oh, damn.
That's why I wanted to show it to you because it's a good idea.
Okay.
There
Okay.
you go.
I see the merit. Salad. Well played. Well played. We're gonna tie this around. I'm gonna scrape the shit out of this. And then, oh God, we're gonna, Oh, that is so good. We're gonna continue to fill the mountain. Because that's pretty much the best Game of Thrones character. And, okay. My people. We have some donuts. For better or worse, we have some donuts.
Give my mom the pretty one. Take a picture of it and give my mom
Okay.
the pretty one.
These guys are pretty good. We will plate a couple that are the better ones and take some pictures. Canine vacuum on high alert. Dude. Lana?
Yeah,
Are you good puppies?
that is her.
Are you good puppies? Are you good pupper doggies? Dude, she has sugar all over her face. Okay.
Did you have powdered sugar on her yesterday?
We're going to give one of these guys. So, this is one that we're giving to the mother-in-law. That is an appropriate Belgium cream donut. I'm going to plate another one. We're going to take a picture of the two. One dot on Pac-Man for an eye. Where the hell did Pac-Man go, dude? Holy shit. I totally forgot about Pac-Man.
You can do it.
Does that work? Can you see Pac-Man's eye? Dude, he's eating this donut right there. Yum, yum, yum. Yum. Dude, Metkins. Oh my God. My guy, if you're within 20 miles of me, you can have one of these. I will deliver that right now.
After
Waka, waka,
Cosmos,
waka. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not after the Cosmos. Tomorrow, this can happen. But dude, okay, so let's go over the failures for a second. Because even these failures look amazing. Failure number 1. Grand Canyon it just shoved the filling in the top. Failure number 2. Started bulging out the middle, just juiced more in. Coming out the front.
I have seen something that cannot be.
Failure number 3, had a little bit of a canyon, decided to fill the middle, puffed out a little bit, probably still legit. Failure number 4, same as the last one, dude. Like, filled up nicely, a little puffed out, but the rest of these guys...
Number 2 looks like Bulbasaur.
Oh, dude, I miss Pokemon, dude. It's so good. But yeah, and then you got Pokemon. You got Pac-Man. Nom, 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 trying to eat the shit out of a pretty legit looking Bavarian cream-filled donut.
Okay, take a picture.
Okay, yep. We're going to take a picture. And then we're going to have the judge do her judging.
I'm going to deliver then judge.
We have... Oh, dude. Okay. We have our donut. I'm going to grab another... Oh, man.
Did you just lick your phone?
I did just lick the filling off my phone. That happened. I might need to make one more Cosmo really quick.
You idiot.
No, I want to eat my damn donut.
Dude, I'm an Indian tech. I'm a Pakistani tech support scammer.
I apologize. We're going to move this over. You guys have to watch me make another Cosmo.
Okay, we'll take a picture so I can give it to my mom so she can go to bed.
All right. I will just do that. Where's my takeable scraper bench thingy?
Bench scraper.
Bench scraper.
Scrape the bench clean that you're working on. Your workbench,
Yep.
clean it.
Killing.
Okay.
To your left.
I apologize. I got to do this.
Oh my god.
Yep. It's going to take 2 seconds. Gonna take 2 seconds. We're making one more Cosmo.
You want to picture it?
Yep, we got a picture of this. I apologize. Sorry, guys. Failure number 2 likes the Bulbasaur. Yep. All right. So we are making another Cosmo. So we're doing 2.5 ounces. It would be best with citron vodka. We're just using normal Kestrel 1. Holland Kestrel 1. We're doing a 1 ounce of Cointreau. We are doing a 3/4 ounce of lime juice. I think I'm out of lime, so we're going to cut up lime and just squeeze whatever juice is in this lime into this. So we're straight up. This is the straight up squeeze. The left donut looks like a Halo helmet. It's my favorite helmet. Or it's my favorite donut. Dude, yeah, little Master Chief. Love it. Okay. We're going straight up 1 lime's worth of juice into this Cosmo. We need 1 ounce of cranberry.
Can you give this to my mom?
Does she want the drink as well? Okay, then I will. Do I have another coupe glass? Okay, then we're making another garnish.
Getting the mother-in-law drunk.
Okay, so with that, we need to make 1 more twist. As such,
Spence is killing them, I'm sure.
I know, I'm sorry. We're gonna cut out the pulp. Let me see if I can get the rest of this out of the way. Sorry guys, a little bit of a shit show. We're gonna go close up and get my technique, which a lot of people hate, of making a lemon twist. This is a orange twist. Help if I get the fruit right. One too many Cosmos.
Can you do it with lemon? I feel like that.
Yeah, same concept.
Lime, lemon. Yuzu.
All right.
You could make a Tokyo, so it's like a cosmopolitan.
Relevant wiki ref. Crepe Suzette is a French dessert consisting of crepes with.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we did crepe Suzette day 1. A sauce of caramel, sugar, butter, tangerine, oranges.
Day 1, wasn't
It was day 1. Crepe Suzette was literally the first thing that we did.
I thought pierogies was the first thing
No.
we did.
Nope.
Oh,
Crepe
was it
Suzette.
Suzettes?
Crepe Suzette was the first thing that we did.
I rated it poorly.
It was
so sweet.
It was bottom. Oh.
No,
Where is it?
It's in the middle tier.
Middle tier. It's middle of the row.
Yeah, oh my god.
I still don't see it.
I do. It's above chop chip.
Yep, you're right. Bottom middle. Okay.
Oh, you outdated.
We need the lime juice.
No.
We don't have lime juice.
You don't have to.
We're going to make some lime juice. Oh, we did. We poured the lime juice directly in. So I feel like it's Shaketown time. Shaketown?
Shaketown time.
Shaketown time? Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. Get a little shaky dance.
Like interpretive dancing. You go from interpretive dancing to the robot to I don't know what from the 80s. And once again, I said we should take dance classes, and I was thinking like ballroom.
It would probably be helpful. All right. We need my strainer.
I always thought that
And we are going to strain this into glass with orange.
was a lot. I'm not gonna be able to carry that well.
What? It's perfect.
It is perfect.
What are you talking about? Dude, do you see this? It's beautiful. Okay.
Take a picture so I can go.
We're going to take a picture. You have to chomp into one of these.
Can we drive cars?
Take a picture first.
And we have some Bavarian cream. Oh.
I told you it was too far.
I warned you. I warned you.
Here, use one of these dirty towels.
Okay.
He says as he doesn't listen at all.
Yes, babe, whatever you want. No.
Okay.
This 5 sticky counts. Oh my gosh, there's just sugar. There's sugar everywhere. Why is
It's
this?
everywhere.
Can you take a picture?
Plink. We are taking a picture right now.
You used to press Y. Spam Y over here.
Nice. Okay, hold up one more with that out of the way. Noise. All right, here we go. It is judging time, and the mother-in-law can get her drink with her donut.
No, I'm gonna give her the nice one.
Okay, this is,
She's very.
dude. This donut.
He's perfect.
This donut looks pretty legit, right? Bavarian cream donut,
Woo.
decent. Okay, let's see what the wife thinks
And I don't usually like
as
sweets.
she bites in.
Somebody's getting killed today.
Oh my god, it's a huge bite. Tastes pretty good. Tastes like a donut.
Dude, the filling is amazing.
The filling is really good.
Wait, what? What? You said it was.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I gotta say,
it's pretty good.
in this donut,
It's pretty damn good.
I will say that the filling
Yeah, but Gavin loves tea.
is really concentrated to the middle.
It needs more filling.
Yeah. I know for a fact there's a couple of these guys that are widely distributed through the donut, and it'll probably be a lot better. So,
Or the one that we made a bowl out of.
uh-huh. So, the wife didn't test the best one, but she's going to judge us on this one. It's okay. It's okay. This is still amazing. Like, this is super good. Fluffy, slight crunch on the top, and just beautiful. Like, the way that the sugar adheres to the top and bottom, like, it just adds a very nice...
Yeah, you took too long. She's asleep. I knew that was gonna happen. There. So I guess that's yours.
Perfect. All right. We're going to rate this, dude.
I have no shame.
I'm going to cut this in half.
Hey, Gavin. Oh, sorry. Okay, Charlotte.
I want to see a cross section.
Bully me.
You guys ready for this?
I'm cleaning the bowl for you.
Oh,
Man.
I'm dead.
You see that? Like, there's not a ton there. I'm doing one more. I feel like...
Carter, donuts up. He's like, no, this one's coming up. I paused my game for this.
Man, the cream into these are a little lacking.
Which one
So-
do I have?
That's cream number 1, where it's all right here.
I don't even know what happened.
Here's cream number 2, where it's
I don't have any of them. I've had it.
just right here.
I'm trying to donut hole.
I'm going to just start cutting into them, because I'm curious how good some of these are. Yeah, buddy. Here we go. Okay. This one, it came all the way up here and is down here as well. Do you see that? That looks legit. That's probably one of the best ones right there.
I'm
All right.
cleaning the bowls for you.
What are we eating tomorrow?
What's that, bud?
What are we eating tomorrow?
Tomorrow is empanadas?
No, tomorrow's the sure sweet.
Oh, yeah. Bow.
We're doing bow tomorrow.
Bow.
Is that like
All
a
right.
tapioca filling?
All right. Let's rate it.
Wait, which is the good one?
This guy has some decent cream in it.
I have a lot of sugar.
Oh my god. Hold on. This is my point though. You see like all the cream in the depth? This is all cream.
Donuts.
Good. Sal says you can top the bow with sugar too to get a crispy top. That is an excellent tip. I appreciate you. Huh.
A lot of sugar.
Put it in your mouth.
And chew and swallow. And
Here's a teenager's reception. Judge that. Scale 1 to 10. Donuts you've ever had, where does that lie? 10 being the best, 1 being the worst donut you've had.
Don't be nice.
No, you don't have to be nice.
7.5.
It's an 8.
8.5.
It's a solid 8.5. All right. We got an 8.5 from the teenager. Wife, our judge. Do I need the top third, middle third, or bottom third for the Bavarian donut? You're staring at the middle third. Do I have to go bottom third?
I don't. Give me a sec. Middle third.
Middle third. Wife is not super big on sweets, by the way.
No, not really. I'm very hungry right now, though. I didn't eat dinner. I fed everyone else. I didn't eat.
So I will say I'm a sweets fan, and
I never make him dessert.
the Bavarian cream is superb. It is super good. Super good. So a couple of these donuts are well filled. Some of them are lacking a little bit. The straight up boba straw into the middle, not a big fan of that. It works sometimes, but
the reason why is the dough, the actual donut is a little dense. So usually, like when you do cream puffs and you pipe it,
that's what I like about it though. Like
that it's dense.
It's fluffy and dense. Like look at this. Hold on, let's talk about this for a second. Do you see this donut? We have easy bud. We have top and bottom sugar on both sides, and then there's a middle layer of cream filling. Like this is, I feel like that's a perfect cross section.
I'm just explaining why it didn't fill up.
Okay.
Is because kind of like cream puffs, if you have a lighter, even lighter than this dough, when you pipe in it, it expands it.
I gotta. Okay, so I apologize. I've been falling behind. Admiral Slam says you can try castor sugar for a different texture, which is known as super fire.
Sugar.
Oh, super
I love
fine
castor
sugar. It's used in baking because it dissolves better in liquid than table sugar.
And,
good to know.
And tea. Iced tea uses
Okay.
castor sugar.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can top the bow with sugar too. Yep, that was good to know. 8, as in 2 donuts next to each other, like it more or less than the cinnamon rolls. That's a good question.
I like
Child, hold up. Child number 1, who's currently filled her mouth. Do you like that better or worse than the cinnamon rolls yesterday? Better than the cinnamon rolls? Mm-hmm. Better than the cinnamon rolls. Carter!
Shh, babies are sleeping.
Shh, babies are sleeping. Do you like it better or worse than the cinnamon rolls? Carter,
He's not even listening.
do you like the donuts better or worse than the cinnamon roll?
Better, 100%.
Ooh, 100% better.
I like it.
Well, okay then. Where's the cinnamon roll?
I also haven't had a donut in like a year.
Bottom third.
Cinnamon roll's the top on the bottom third. You told me to bring the second third, so it's naturally on the top. You agree with them. Okay, sorry. We have to erase the banh mi. I need to move that up. 2 seconds.
Oh my gosh, my poor puppy dog has just got sugar all over her face. It's just like sprinkled everywhere. What did Daddy do? And this whole floor is going to be covered in ants tomorrow.
Puppy dog is fine. Okay, we're gonna repurpose banh mi because we only have 50 tags.
But we're getting more in the mail soon.
All right, so this is Bavarian.
Choux pastry, yeah, or pâte de choux. Yep, that's my specialty. Yep.
Okay, we have Bavarian cream D's. Where do the Bavarian cream D's go?
I will put them.
We got close-up mode, so this is second tier. On the top of second tier, we have tomato bisque, Philly cheese, chicken tikka masala, southern gumbo, tortas y pico de gallo, the Snook Italian style pizza. We have homemade Swedish pult. We have à la française crêpe Suzette. We have Korean. Why did I do it with?
Why do you do a French chop? Korean japchae.
How do you? I can't remember. Mashiko japchae, and we have oven puffed pancakes. So where in this list? What are you going to displace?
Okay. So I'm gonna go based on how it was presented that day, not by which is the better one, because I don't want your mother-in-law getting mad, or my mother-in-law getting mad at me. Just because that was way too sweet. I'm gonna put it.
This was way too sweet?
No, your oven puff pancake was too sweet. I couldn't finish it, so I put it above the.
Better than the oven puff pancake. Carter.
Yeah?
Did you have the oven puff pancakes yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
Is the donut better or worse than the oven puff pancake?
The donuts? I think the oven puff pancake was better.
All right. agree to disagree. That's
It's
okay.
also a child
That's
with
okay.
a slight sugar addiction versus
Which
me
would-
who doesn't like sweets.
Some would call him an expert. Love it. All right. So,
Ooh, salads for salads. Choux is one of those pastries I'm really interested in making. Yes.
oh hell
Yes.
yeah. So I missed
We're actually
Admiral
making
Slam.
that. We're
I'm-
actually making choux pastry on January 2nd.
No, oh, you are? Nice.
I am.
Okay. So Slam says another good wiki ref for filled pastries: the choux pastry or pâte à choux.
Pot of choux.
Pâte à choux. That's pa. Like, okay, it's okay. Is
That's
a
how I
delicate
learned it.
pastry dough used in many pastries. It contains only butter, water, flour, and eggs. Nice. Instead of raising agent, it employs high moisture content to create steam during cooking to puff the pastry.
Cook it on the stove.
Hell yeah. Did you make Dutch baby pancakes? My guy.
More or less.
My guy. When I was growing up, this
So
was a
they
family.
are pretty much the same. Dutch
They're-
babies
I think they're the
and
same
oven puffed
thing.
pancakes are
I think
pretty
they're the
much
same thing.
My
When I was-
mother-in-law says they're different.
When I was growing
They might
up,
be very similar.
we called them oven puffed pancakes.
Dutch babies.
Everybody else calls them puffed oven pancakes or Dutch babies.
Or German pancakes.
Yeah, they're a little bit different than German pancakes. But yes,
No, according to Wikipedia, German oven puffed pancakes. They're
Okay.
the same thing.
they might be the same thing. I don't know. The only ones that I had growing up were oven puffed pancakes. And yesterday's episode was oven puffed pancakes. They were fan-freaking-tastic.
They had maple
You should check it
syrup and jam
Dude, yeah.
and berries.
Warmed up maple syrup,
So
homemade
sweet.
whipped cream. I had 3 different berries and bananas tossed together with lime. We had raspberry rhubarb jam lined with it. 15 minutes of pastry. It was fantastic. It was a party in your mouth. If you didn't like it, you don't like food. That's all I'm saying.
What?
Oh yeah, where did that land on the board? That was like, dude, 1, 2, 3. Here are all the things that were above that oven puff pancake. You ready?
Oh my god, babe, don't do the whole thing.
Chicken karaage. That's Japanese chicken karaage. Steakhouse burger, which I approve.
You're not saying which order you're going in from top.
I am going top to bottom. Number 1, karaage. Number 2, steakhouse burger. Number 3, coq au vin. Number 4, French onion soup. Number 5, homemade biscuits and gravy. Number 6, Spanish paella. Number 7, the beef Wellington. Number 8, mac and cheese. Number 9, homemade tomato bisque. Oh my god, it was so good, dude. Number 10, Philly cheesesteaks. Number 11, chicken tikka masala. Number 12, southern gumbo. Number 13, tortas y asada y pico de gallo. Number 14, Snooks Italian pizza. Number 15, Swedish pult. Number 16, crepe Suzette. Number 17, Chapche. Number 18, what the hell is that? Oh, our Bavarian cream donuts. Number 18.
It was a long list.
That is a long list. I'm sorry. Oh, then number 19, oven puff pancake. That oven puff pancake does not deserve to be 19. It's amazing. It might deserve to be 19. Perhaps the other 18 things are amazeballs. You need to try the oven puff pancake. It's legit.
The oven puff pancake is good. Again, it's only how it was presented the day I just.
Yeah. Admiral Slam says they are the same thing, but there's a funny story behind the naming. They aren't Dutch, they're German souffle pancakes. The word for German is Deutsche. So when Germans came to America, they made Deutsche pancakes, which Americans misinterpreted as Dutch. Totally believe that shit. That's amazing. Either way, those style of pancakes, super good, dude.
I like the style of pancake.
It's
I
basically-
would like to make it again.
Yeah, and again, the way that I made it was pancake, jam, fruit, syrup, powdered sugar, and then whipped cream. And it was so good.
Someone who doesn't like sweets, that
It was
was like
so good.
diabetes in
It was
bites.
so good. It was so good. All right. I think we got to wrap it up. So prost to you. Thanks for hanging out. Tomorrow we're doing Chinese bao. That is shar su bao. char siu bao,
Char siu bao.
barbecued pork bao. It is baked bao. And we've prepped the pork shoulder. It's been marinating for 48 hours. So we're going to make the rest of the bao filling, make the bao up. We might even do some prep for empanadas or something else for the day after. But that's happening tomorrow. Super stoked. And I'm slurring a little bit. Dude, these Cosmos, yo. Cosmos are pretty legit. Hold up. Admiral Slam says, you can get the pancakes at the original Pancake House chain of restaurants on the West Coast. So we're on the West Coast. I'm not a huge fan of the original Pancake House, but if they have it, I might have to check that out. I appreciate the call out. I appreciate all of you. Thank you all. We got to go down. Hold up. We got to go down the list here. We got Reed2554. I appreciate you for the follow. Maverick, thank you for the support and the follow. Picaro, thank you for the follow. Happy Crab, again, thanks for the sub. You guys are all awesome. I appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed me destroying my version of Bavarian cream donuts. Spidey, if you're still watching, I'm going to save one of these for you. When I go up north, I'll drop it by you. You can tell me how it goes. We'll see if you put it higher up on the list than my wife does. But otherwise, GG. Thanks for hanging out. And I will see you tomorrow around the same time for some Chinese barbecue bao. It's going to be amazing. Hope you can hang out with us. Thanks for checking us out. Peace.
Bye-bye.